because, 60% of the time it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Still a classic.
Yeah, the Anchorman, hell yeah. But yeah, man, like happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies, you know. uh, definitely, it's funny at work. It was
You're coming in kind of low.
Okay, it wasn't just me. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, suddenly you went far.
All right, let me check something really quick. How about
I saw you checking your headphones, but I was
Yeah.
like, it's not
I was
just
like,
you.
it's
It's not just me.
it's not me.
I was like,
is it good now?
It was fine a second ago.
Yeah,
I know,
you were
right?
fine till you launched. As soon as you launched.
What was the video thing? Let me put this and this up. Did that help any?
You're a little better, but it's still kind of weak. It's like it switched mics. Shit, get the heck out of here.
No. Could you guys hear
Does
me
it?
now? Okay?
You're low. You're clear, but you're low. You're far. It's like another mic. It's not the mic you're speaking into.
How about now?
We'll do that again.
How about now?
Wow, now you're like, he's like overly overmodulated. That's wild. He was perfect.
Let me see if I.
He was
can-
perfect
I don't
10
know, there's
seconds
some
ago.
buttons here too.
You didn't hit anything, right?
I don't think so. Can you guys hear me now?
Barely.
Yeah, it's slow.
Barely. All right.
It's like you're talking like this.
That's how I.
It's
always
like,
talk.
hey,
This is
people.
99.5.
Yeah.
You take over.
But it's 99.5 with the volume turned down.
We'll do it live. All right, I'll play around with this thing. Jarhead, how I'm gonna talk really loud now.
Yes, now scream.
Yell it.
Yeah. Jarhead, how was your weekend?
How are you?
Yeah.
It was all right. Me and the wife celebrated early Valentine's Day because I travel, so we had our Valentine's last weekend. So
Yes, sir.
What'd you do, man? Did you go take her out? Did you like?
no, we just went out to dinner. I bought her a coffee machine. So
Oh yeah, okay. So what you're saying is you went to like pull up your phone, Amazon. Oh, awesome.
oh, like you said earlier, it was a gift for me and her. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man. Like I was telling Jarhead Pudgy, I went to Starbucks just to get a coffee because I had a long day today, and there's 50 guys at the grocery store buying roses, flowers, last minute stuff. And the whole time I'm there, I'm like, suckers. Like, no, I didn't say that, but I was like, eh. But there's this one guy that came out. He starts talking to me randomly, and he was like, man, you think these are good? And I was like, man, whatever you get, I'm sure she'll be happy. Like, this looks, if you want to give it to me, I'll be happy. But he was like, yeah, she better be happy, man. I worked my ass for it. They're like $60, and I was like, really?
Yeah. So, yeah. They jack it up. A friend of mine went today to a Chinese buffet for lunch with a couple other people from the office, and they say that the buffet always is, I think they wanted to say $14.99, all you can eat, right? So today they go, they sit down, they get the bill, and like the guy put it all on one bill instead of the usual split, and they're looking at it and they figured it out and says, wait a minute, why is it so much more expensive? And then the guy points to a sign and it says Valentine's Day special buffet, $18.99. So the special is, even if you thought you were going to get off cheap and take your girl to a buffet instead of like a restaurant, they jacked it up $4 a plate just to happy St. Valentine's Day.
any way to make another dollar.
Oh man, what a scam! What a scam!
But Pudgy, how'd you celebrate your Valentine's Day?
I celebrated it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah, no, we did it a couple weeks, I think it was 2 weekends ago, where we decided we wanted to go to a nice fancy restaurant that we like to go to for special occasions, and we were both in the mood to go, and it was like, you know what, let's go now. This will be our early Valentine's Day, because when we do want to go, It's a pain in the ass to get a table. And we're like, bet. So we went and we had our Valentines and everything. And beautiful. So it's done.
Awesome, smart man. I gotta do that someday.
Yeah. But your partner has to be willing for that kind of thing where she's more about the sentiment behind us other than just it being the day.
Mhm.
It's not about showing to your girlfriends, look, this is what I got today.
Oh,
It's
that's
I,
more just
I also think it helps when you've been with somebody for so long. It's like, okay, it's like let's
Right. No game playing. No bullshit.
exactly. So
Yeah.
Well, here's the master of, or like the Darth Lord right here himself. He's gonna teach us some lessons for tonight, since like it's just the boys tonight. Like all the other guys are out, having fun with their wives, with their girlfriends, with their mistresses, and here's the Darth Lord himself
Mistresses.
right here. What's up?
There he
man?
is.
Oh, man, here we go.
what's
What?
up, Raccoon?
What's going on?
You
What's
like that
going
intro?
Yeah, that was
He's
one crazy intro.
he's quiet for you, right? It's quiet for you too. Is he kind of
What?
low? Casual.
Was it?
Does he sound?
Yeah,
How does he
yeah.
sound to you? He sound okay.
He was sounding low.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll try to fix it. While Rashid, how was your weekend, man? How's your Valentine's Day going?
Man, F Valentine's Day.
Corporate bullshit, right?
Nah, it's just it's it's a long story and stuff. But yeah, I'm still dealing with old scars and stuff like that. So
I got you.
you know, but life goes on. That's what they say, right?
Nothing that Instagram can't help out.
Now Instagram makes it worse, man. Sometimes going to Instagram it makes it worse.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like salt in a wound.
Yeah. So
Well, thank you guys for showing up. I know you guys had it's Valentine's Day, and there's 37 people here watching. So I thought it was gonna be just like 2 of us or 3 of us, but no, we gotta
yeah, it might sound low, Cass.
Does it? I
Yeah.
don't know. Let me try.
It's
to
very
fix it.
low.
Let me try to change it real quick. Let me see.
I'm gonna use my AirPods. Does this sound better?
It
It's
sounds
not
better,
louder.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Louder.
louder. You
Yeah.
got like an echo, but it's louder. At least we can hear you good.
Okay, let me just use this. I don't know what's going. Let me unplug this and play around with it. But yeah, man, like I was telling you guys, like there's this lady at work. It was cool. I really like what happened with her, but her husband had roses delivered to her every 2 hours, and this lady ended up with a bouquet of flowers. So I was like, I'm not helping you take those flowers out. You
Nope.
better call your man for that because But yeah, she had a great day. She blushed the whole day. Like she was a couple rows down, but you could tell she was. It made her happy. Like everyone seen her. But
He's,
this
he's getting lucky tonight.
You
probably.
better.
But then
I'm
there
sure
was
the
this
guy at the
lady.
front desk hated him.
There's this
2
lady
hours.
that it's weird because I feel like ladies always talk gossip or smack more than guys do. But this lady goes oh, what did she say? She's like, oh, I bet she's newlywed and he's just trying to be good for the first year and all this other crap. And I was like, what a piece of shit.
They're all bitter.
Yeah.
They're-
Nah, but you know what it is that I think they speaking from probably experience. Not saying that's all true. And I just think things have changed in the world. Period. You know what I'm saying? It's like I look back in time of my past, and if I could go back, women that I thought that I didn't put on a pedestal, I should have. You know what I'm saying? I think the quality of women out here, unfortunately, is not as grade A as it used to be. Like our parents and stuff. Like I know things was different back then, but women back then and stuff like that, they really held down the household. They really had a lot. Those were that's the women power that should be
That's
magnitude.
golden. Yeah.
Gold, right?
Yeah.
That's woman power. This shit that they got going on is just some imaginary bullshit. But I just think the quality of women, like I said, if my daughter was 21, man, I would have been out the country already. And shit. Just
Are
saying.
we talking? Are we talking? We talking maybe
Everywhere.
like Thailand?
Everywhere.
Rashid's going on a world tour.
Everywhere.
Can you guys hear me now? Like I unplugged it, plugged it back in.
That's better. You're still a little low, but you're better. You're better
Yeah.
than you were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's,
all right.
exactly what I was gonna say, Rashid. Like, if I go back to the motherland, my mom always goes like, "You better find a wife there over like finding one here." And I was like, I don't want you, like I don't want another mom at home. But it's traditional over there. It's like more.
No, it's
I know
hard, but
exactly what
see,
you mean.
it's hard to say that you don't want to. It's not that I want another mom because I'm not. You got two type of mama boys. You have men that love their mama and they will take care of their mother if they married and say, "Listen, I gotta take care of my mom." And then you got dudes that were just raised by their mom and just have the traits like a woman.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
a mama's boy that had my father around and just wanted to always take care of my moms. But her qualities is what I look for in a woman, nurturing and everything else. Mortgage and bills, I got no problem. I could cover that. You know what I'm saying? Just like how I'm old school, take care, man. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just like you got more of this Louis Vuitton name brands, this unrealistic lifestyle
yeah.
until the money, like where I work at, right? I work Audemars Piguet's. So you got like a
Oh,
lot
do
of
you? Okay.
yeah, a lot of people coming in with money. So I just asked one of the workers, I said, let me ask you a question. What's the percentage that you think these women are with these guys for money? And one guy told me 70%. Another person said 80. And now when I tell you they come through. Their women is lace. I mean, like the last guy, the girl was Colombian. God damn, this chick was bad. Like I wanted to ask him, listen, I'll pay you if I could just lick her back. That's how sexy she was. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But she was laced up. Louis Vuitton,
Yeah.
name
Yeah.
brands, everything else. And it's like, it's nothing wrong with you lacing your queen up, but how my thing is how strong is her legs going to stand when that if the funds run out?
Oh, they
And
ain't. They're going to be doing this.
right. But you do got some women that are ride or die. That's what I respect.
But
You understand
and
what I'm
you
saying?
usually those even if somebody is very well to do in life, those
Mhm.
ride or die ones are usually ones that knew you back when you weren't what you are now.
Got you. Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yes, yes. So,
But
that's what I just see. I would see people coming in and just Fendi, Louis Vuitton. I learned all the styles on Fifth Avenue. Just sit there. Every year that passes, you're gonna know what new style it is. Just look
yeah,
at them when they come in. I remember they had sneakers. I thought they was Tommy Hilfiger. It was
right.
Hermes with this brand called
Uh-huh.
Hermes or whatever. Brands that I don't even
Uh-huh.
be knowing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, upper
Dior,
echelon
all
shit.
this. Right, Chanel, and when they come with them Chanel bags and stuff like that, that's big money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Money that's
Yeah.
pay your bills and stuff like that. So
They got a bag like this and it's basically a premium format at least.
yes,
Yeah, it's just like
yes,
Vibranium
all
Jim
that
said.
stuff.
That's
You know,
statue money right there.
Yeah, though.
yeah, man.
Listen,
So
I'll do casual favor. I'll tie it back to collecting in a way. I've been seeing a lot of stuff in my feed lately, and it's about relationship stuff, which is weird because I'm happily married, but you see relationships up in the feed, and they have a panel of women, all 20 to maybe 26, 27,
mhm.
and this guy's asking them what are they looking for in a man, what's the minimum salary,
Oh
the
my, I
minimum
think I seen that.
salary
Mm-hmm.
that a man must earn for him even to garner your attention.
200K, right? Something like that.
And like one that was modest said, like, she says maybe 60, 70, and all the other girls were trashing her. And she says,
Right.
well, she goes, that's what I make. She goes, and she goes, I'm like, I consider myself middle class. So she goes, I'd like to meet somebody, my equal that can contribute like I can. She
Mhm.
goes, and they were trashing her. The other ones on the panel are all like 120, or I'm
Mhm.
not even giving him the time of day. And I'm like, You know, forget it. So you can have
but
a nice smile. You can have
you
this.
gotta
You got
think
that.
too. You gotta think. So these women want all these dudes with money, but how many men actually have that money that they're searching for, like percentage
Right.
wise?
Well, that's
You
what
know,
the
like,
interviewer said. He said he goes, you realize you're looking for like maybe if you're lucky, 5% of guys. If you're
yeah,
lucky.
That
But
was the number,
you know what's
5%.
crazy? You have so many women out there that's insecure, right? This chick that I used to mess with, and I knew that she wasn't my style. It was just more of like a smash and move. I hate, I'm not that type of person that usually just likes to just smash and move, but that's what it became. But I remember she said to me, right? She said, "You have the house, you have a daughter. What do you need me for?" And I'm looking at her like, "You're so
A
oblivious because
companion.
exactly. Just because I have materialistic things doesn't mean that I don't want to share what I have. But you so built on trying to win, 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 and keep this wall up of defense where it's like, oh, I'm not going to sweat him because, and then it's like, give me a break. You know what I'm saying? Give me a break. First of
Yeah.
all, who and these chicks out here, they they uh they rather go without with a scammer, a credit card scammer that can make
Yeah.
this illusion of shit,
Yeah.
and then when it's gone, because bills gotta really get paid, and life really people really go to the hospital and all the other shit, and then once that's gone, what they go on to the next guy and stuff like that. So it's like it's really a facade that's out here nowadays and shit.
Yeah.
It's really a
Yeah.
facade.
They,
So
they're shopping. They're shopping for guys like we shop for statues. In a sense, they said there's a crisis in America for young men
hmm
to find women because women now because they're conditioned by social media. They're
hmm
aspiring. They got these big aspirations, these big goals
right.
for guys who are earners who are like maybe in the big major cities.
Yes.
And if you're somebody in Des Moines, Iowa, or some shit like that, where
Right.
salaries ain't like that,
Right.
you know, they don't even want to give you the time of day because they're conditioned by social media, and because social media has made the world smaller,
hmm
they now are reaching out to guys in these other areas. So everybody's competing for that high percentile
And not to
dude.
mention, because I know you on your diet, and I know you slimming down, but I'm saying to all, I'm saying to all guys,
Hey, what's up, bro?
do not
Mhm,
fall when you look at. That's why Instagram is not always that great. Because sometimes when
mhm.
I go to Instagram, every picture I go to is tits and ass, and I'm just and it is addictive. But sometimes I see the guys and they working out, right, and it was a one picture where it had like about 5 Asian guys. They always ripped, and I'm like, come on, man. Understand, dudes out here are taking steroids. You know what I'm saying? We can all take steroids, you know what I'm saying, and have that Superman body. But I'm just letting you know, in the long run, your liver and
Oh
your
hell yeah!
heart, just accept the fact that your liver and your heart and your nutsack eventually
Well, that will shrink. Yeah,
is going to shrink. So your woman's still going to cheat on you because you can't perform
because this
because
shit
it's
don't
because the
work.
steroids is just definitely damaging. So you're gonna have that nice looking body that's going to attract her, but guarantee you a side dude going to be smashing. But it just naturally work out. If you're not naturally a big
Take
person,
care of yourself.
just take care of yourself. Just work
Take care
out
of
and
yourself,
stuff
and the
like that.
rest will follow. The rest
Exactly.
will
You know what I'm
follow.
saying? But it's just I think people follow Instagram and we see this
Yeah.
and but dudes out here are taking steroids. Females out here having fake boobs. Yeah, it looks good. So I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna even say they don't look good because I definitely look at that chick with fake
you
boobs.
know,
But
I'm not a big fan of fake boobs, man. I'm
no,
a,
but
I'm
when
a,
it, no,
I'm an
when I
ass
don't
guy.
know,
Jarhead's
You're
all
not.
quiet until that comes out. Come on, man.
You did you say you're
no,
not a big fan?
I'm not a really big titty
your
guy. A
jawhead.
handful is fine by me,
As soon as
man.
a woman walk through a room with pointing titties, you still gonna look.
I've been with too many women that have fake boobs, man. I don't like
Yeah.
it. I don't like the way they feel.
Mm.
I like the all natural.
I never had a woman with fake boobs. I just wanted just to see how they.
I've
But
been with four or five
Look
of
at
them.
Crip.
4 or 5 of them, man. It ain't the same. It feels like there was one that hers was pretty good. They were done right, but the
Right.
other ones were like
Right.
rocks.
Yeah, but
Well,
it just a lot of a lot of. I remember when I had one of my exes. She was Filipino, and she was very slim and stuff. In my mind, I was just like, yo, I wish she had a fatter ass and stuff like that. Now I regret that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just to lure you in for the dumb shit that you're going to deal with down the line. Because as they
mhm.
get older, it's not going to look as good as you went through. It's like,
Everything fades. What's
right.
here is what remains.
And I think that's been my downfall is vanity. You know what I'm saying? You gotta accept your faults as a man to see what trips you up. So I think if I got past that, I would have been in bliss already. I would have been like probably had four kids and stuff like that. Wouldn't be had a collection I had because I got to take
You
care of
wouldn't
these
have the
goddamn kids.
collection though.
Nah, but you know what? I'll be like, I love my kids. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have no. I'll be jealous of one of y'all. Be like, yo, damn, fuck, daddy. All right, go eat some yogurt. Got it. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I probably would have. I know I would have just loved my family, regardless and shit. You know, so
Yeah, man. Like, I imagine what kids go through today. You know, the generation growing up right now. It's
mm,
all artificial. It's
yup,
all like text. Like, let's meet up. Let's do this. It's like it's all instant. You know, there's like they're okay staying together for 3 months and call it
mhm,
quits right after and go to the next. It's
right,
so easy too because you just text or go on Facebook or Instagram, like or Snapchat. Like people they use
You had to go
that
out
and
and
like
find them
it's
in our day. You had to go like
I
hunt them down. You know, like
I
it
used to
was
have
it
to work
wasn't.
up the nerve to go
yeah,
approach a
yeah.
girl to ask her to dance so that she could turn me down. Now they could just swipe left and deny me immediately.
yeah. And you
It's a
ever
beautiful thing.
notice now you don't even you in the street and you can see nobody won't go up in nobody in the street no more.
Mm-mm.
No,
Because
no.
I think sometimes because the world is maybe because it's crime, you go up to somebody and right away the person's like, "What? Huh?"
It's an
But you
HR
like,
complaint.
"Yeah, excuse me, miss," and she could be thinking that, "Yo, this guy is he about to pop on me? What do you need? No, huh?
Yeah,
What?" So
yeah,
it's just, and this is another thing I saw, and I don't know if you guys heard. A girl, she was a teenager. She committed suicide over bullying, and the girl
yeah.
I think she either jumped and killed herself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta definitely be there for our kids and say you definitely gotta boost your kids' self-esteem up where they
Yeah.
feel like you know don't let nobody make them feel lower than dirt. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
they're a prize off the rip.
Oh,
You know?
100%, man. Like these kids are it because I have two nieces and like whatever, but like it's all easy. It's so easy to text somebody like, "Hey, you're a dirtbag, like you're unpopular, so stop
Keyboard
hanging
Hmm.
warrior.
out." But it's like, statue collectors when they talk all this trash like over a statue they're never gonna get. It's
Right.
easy
Yep.
for these guys to like put a post or like,
That they're looking at a picture of instead of actually having seen.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But these kids, yeah, man, it's I don't know.
It's a different world than when we grew up, man. Like, I mean, even you were talking about the women, man, but these dudes too, man. These dudes out here ain't about nothing. They ain't want to work hard for their money. They don't want any of that shit. They don't want to take care of a woman. They don't want to do any of that stuff.
I'm
So
waiting for the time when my daughter gets a certain age, and I swear, man, if I see some dude come any type of thugness way in my direction, I'm gonna
Yeah.
check
Yeah.
his ass so bad. And
Yeah.
just before he even come, I could see it just now. I'm like, who are you? Go back outside, man, and wait
Yeah.
outside, man.
Let me bitch slap you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm already be ready to bitch slap them because these kids they're disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It was a time when you see the parents and you automatically knew that's her father. Let me show him respect. Shake his hand. How you doing, sir? And
Yeah.
now is dudes just showing lack of respect,
dude, I
everything
had I
else,
had I had boys come up to the house and calling me bro. Like I'm
bro.
like who the
Nah,
fuck do you
man.
think you're talking to? Like,
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm not your little friend. I'm not your little, and
I
and I've got
always took my
and I've got
hat
six
off.
I've got 6 kids. So
Okay,
plus my wife's kids.
right.
So I've already started dealing with this crap. So
I even thought those days were behind me. It was a couple of years ago. My wife had a niece that stayed with us for the summer,
Hmm.
and she was like maybe 19, 18, 19,
Hmm.
and she made friends with some neighborhood people the same age, and some guy came to pick her up,
Hmm.
but I didn't know about it. But I'm working on my car in the garage, and then some car I don't know pulls up in my driveway and just starts hitting the horn, bop, 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 like this. So I roll out and I look at this guy and I stare at him, and he just stays there, and he hits the horn some more. So I come up to him and say, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm here for so and so." I said, "And that's the way you come?" I said, "Dude, I live in the country. This ain't the fucking boogie down. Get out your fucking car and come knock on the door, introduce yourself, and ask to see her.
Bro.
I don't know where the fuck you think you are." I don't know. Raised a totally different way. You come into somebody's house and
Bro.
she don't live on the fourth floor in the building. There's a private
You hear
house in a small little street.
you hear Pudgy's New York accent coming out as soon as he gets upset.
This ain't the fucking boogie down, bro. Get out your car. And believe me, it's very low beneath the surface. It doesn't take much.
This reminds me of Rashid right here.
Oh man, why do you gonna say do
Who the
this?
fuck are you?
I'm Mr. Bennett. I'm Reggie.
What you doing here?
Came to take out Megan.
What?
I came to take out Megan.
Perfect.
How old are you?
I'm 15, Mr. Bennett.
Motherfucker, you look 30.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's classic,
shit.
dude. Bad boys.
No, man.
That's
Yeah,
why,
but-
and you know what? That's why. Let me tell. But that's why I had went for a quick checkup. I went to the emergency room after today because I was a little worried. It's like people been dying lately of heart attacks, and the minute I felt something in my chest, I get a little nervous. And like urgent care, I don't know if you guys go to urgent care, but urgent care is like a waste of time. They just rush you out of there and stuff like that. And I'm like, and you see a bunch of other people there. I'm like, what are these here people for? Because you're rushing my ass out. So I ended up going to Long Island to the emergency room, and they took blood, X-ray of my chest, and checked my vitals and everything. And it was like, "Oh, your heart is good." So I walked, and I was okay with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I want to be, I want to live as long as possible so I can see, take care of my daughter and stuff. Because it's just like it's too much crazy shit out here in this world.
As you get older,
Mhm.
you know that you start learning that you're not invincible anymore. And like you see all these people, like you're saying, you see all these people.
Yeah.
Like I've had friends die randomly. I've had people that I've known die randomly, and it's like in their sleep or whatever, man. So it's like,
Bruh.
that's something you deal with when you start getting older. You're like,
Hey Rashid, but you're all good, man.
Yeah, that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? Until otherwise, but yeah, because they
I
had,
gotta-
I don't know if you guys ever heard of De La Soul, but
Yeah.
one of them had passed away. From De La Soul, and stuff like that. So, and they just got their masters back. So it's just like 54 that's a young age. 54 is around the corner. It's crazy.
54 is in my back mirror.
Yeah, Steve. I mean, and then they had, they had people. It was a model. I think he died he was 27. That shit is scary, man. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Rashid, I'll come up this weekend, sign the will, so you could leave me that Boba Fett in there.
Shit.
Where you gonna put it, man? You ain't got no damn room.
It doesn't matter. You
make
got
us
it
think.
there. Look at that. In honor of Rashid, I put it right here, right next to me. No, I'm kidding, man. Like, yeah, man. Everyone take care. Like, it's not supposed to be any sappy
Always.
show, so.
Oh yeah, I'm
Definitely.
trying to sadden the show, but
No, you're good, man. It's the
Nah,
truth.
this is
So
good combo.
definitely.
Good
Yeah.
conversation. I love it.
Ah, man. But like, so this is a topic I wanted to talk. Is my mic any better by chance, or is
Now
it
you're
still low?
good now.
Oh,
Now
okay,
you're
I
perfect.
felt like I was speaking. Okay, perfect. So this is a good question for Rashid, actually, and for everybody. So what's the most underrated collectible in your collection? Statues. Like I have a WWF belt I really love. Like every time I look at it, like I want to put it on. But like, what's a statue collectible in your collection that you feel that's underrated that people don't speak about, or like it's not mentioned too much?
wow, I can't even think. too many. I guess the shit that I tried to give away and nobody wanted it was the at Queen Studios with these cheap bastards because they didn't want to pay for the shipping. The Queen Studio, I mean the sideshow Court of the Dead Queen. I think that's a nice piece. I think it's actually a decent piece that nobody speaks of. Well, I think nobody really talks about Court of the Dead. Period. I guess
Man, yeah, quarter of the bit that
Oh,
looks
and also
good.
do think since somebody said Mumra, I think PCS Lionel is very underrated. I think that's
Oh yeah, you posted pictures of that. That looked good, man. Yeah, that's
right.
definitely.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen a Lionel better than that one yet, and it's a big piece. It's a big piece.
So one that sticks out for me, real quick, is like I said, my WWF belt. So
Mhm.
I got that when DCX was still doing DCX, and Thor, he brings out his
Right.
belt all the time. So
Right.
when I found that, like, it's funny because like the girlfriend at the time I had, like, I was like, hey, I got a belt. She's like, what'd you get a belt for? Like she thought it was a regular belt. And then so one day I came out of the shower, or she was coming out of the shower, and like I put it on. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put this on tonight or whatever. And she was like, you asshole. Like, and yeah, like
Time to practice a few wrestling moves.
yeah.
Speaking of the belt, because I don't know why it popped on. Because I never used to go back to old wrestling videos, but I don't know what happened to wrestling, but one scene was when Hulk Hogan had to sign the contract with Andre the Giant, and he was like, it didn't have to be like this. If you wanted the title, I would have gave it to you. And Andre, I forgot where's he from, but he was speaking in his language, and then and Hulk Hogan said, "Speak to me in English, damn it." But wrestling used to be wrestling was crazy back then. You know what I'm saying? You had so many entertaining characters. I mean, I can't get into this new wrestling now. Like you had of course Hulk Hogan, remember King Kong Bundy? What you had even remember Chris Benoit, the one that killed himself and went crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got so many of these
Owen
guys.
Hart. Owen
Who?
Hart was one of my favorites. Owen Hart.
Yeah, you know what tag team I loved? It was the British Bulldogs.
I remember the British Bulldogs. Right?
Yeah,
That's Bob
man.
Back.
The
Wait a
Bushwhackers.
Oh, the Bushwhackers, yeah.
They were good.
Oh, Andre was French. Yeah, he was speaking. Yeah, because he did say au
Was he
revoir or
French?
something like that. That's what he said. So
No, I got to meet Hulk Hogan one time. That guy has like the most orange skin. Like his skin looks like leather.
Yeah,
it looks
a lot of tanning.
yeah. Looked like a thick skin too, but he was huge. He looked like 7 feet tall to me, but
Huge, yeah.
Everybody looks 7 foot tall to you.
I knew you were going with that.
Oh, we went. Wow.
How about you, Pudgy? What do you have in your collection that it's underrated or people don't talk
I'm
about?
thinking. Well, I know some of us we talk about it. It's talked about like among us, but like generally, like I think the XM Iron Fist.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's
yeah,
like one
that
of those
piece
pieces
is
that
yeah,
went
that
under the
piece
radar,
is
kind of.
yeah, that piece is a beautiful piece, man. I had that
But
piece too.
but that's a piece that no matter who comes in my room to look at a collection, that one will automatically stop, regardless of its size compared to the others and stuff, and regardless of the fact that they may not even know the character.
Hmm.
Just the dynamic pose and the way he looks like he's hovering and the rocks flying too. It's kind of like that's always a showstopper all the
But
time.
you know what, Pudgy? I think if the TV show was done better,
Done better,
it
yeah,
would that piece would be highly sought after. Because
yeah.
I didn't know at first I saw it and I didn't gravitate to it in the beginning. But I went to Comic Con and I saw it and I said, "Yo, that shit is hot,
Yeah,
man." I said, "I got to get that
yeah.
piece." And so when I got, and I'm thinking about getting it back because Iron Fist, especially number 14, that was the first appearance of Sabretooth, and Iron Fist is a good character, man. That he doesn't get a
You
lot of
could,
love.
if they ever come out with a quarter scale Luke Cage, you'll be looking at posing with it too.
Right. But I think
Because
the old books by John Byrne and other books, I
mm-hmm.
think those books were so good, man. Because Iron Fist is actually a good character. He doesn't get the love that he should, though.
Yeah, Matt Fraction did a good run on Iron Fist, a modern run that was pretty good actually.
Oh, okay.
You know that statue goes for like $600, $700, which is crazy. You know that?
That's what I mean. Considering
Yeah.
considering it just as a piece and what it pulls off, I'm like, wow, that's
You
amazing.
have that one, right, Pudgy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it. I had sold it, but it's a good statue, man. I would get it back because it's a good piece, man.
You know
And
what's another what's another one that doesn't get a lot of love is that Namor statue.
From XM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The one with the
That's-
octopus in the bottom,
Yeah.
or is that
Yeah.
okay? It's too big. I mean, like I know
It's
that's what she
big.
said, but yeah.
Yeah, I
But
think
He's on a
the
giant
octopus.
octopus. I mean,
I think the octopus overruns it. I think that's what the problem is. The best Namor is, I'm sure you guys see it, the Phoenix Force Namor,
yeah, the
where he's
custom.
like I don't know if
Oh,
I think he has
yeah.
yeah. That's to me the best Namor that they got out and stuff. So,
how about you, Robert? What's your favorite or underrated?
Such an ass.
It's Valentine's Day, man. I care.
Yeah, I feel the love. I would have to say my Queen Studios Hulk on Throne. I think that one, is right up there. Probably one of the best Hulk statues out there. I think it kind of like got pushed aside when the LBS, Hulk came out.
yeah.
But I think it's at least top 3 Hulk statues out there. There's so much detail, and it's crazy to see in person. You walk in a room, and that's the first thing your eyes drawn towards is that Hulk on Throne.
Man, that's interesting that you say that because my next topic was going to be custom versus license. Like, if there's any custom out there that you could get, like, no matter what the cost is, it's like just to say it's free. Like, would you get a custom or would you get the best licensed statue out there, like the Superman Hush compared to a custom piece, like whatever you want? Like, I feel like Jarhead, like you'd be the best to answer this one because you're in the world of customs like crazy.
I just actually picked up another custom the other day.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, man, but because some customs, man, they blow, regular statues out of the water, and then vice versa. So it's like it's just like with anything else. You got to pick what you think is the best out of customs or licensed pieces. But there's so many good custom pieces out there. I mean, there are a lot of great like when I think of like a Grail statue, I think of like a lot of XM's pieces, and but I also can think of quite a few custom Grails in my opinion. So just depends.
Yeah, like I feel like everyone compares the like Superman, this Superman Hush one is like the grail for a lot of people, right? There hasn't been like a custom Superman yet.
I haven't seen a custom better than that one. They've come close. There's a couple that have come close, but there's none that are better than that. No. Like the Ghost Rider. There's 2 custom Ghost Rider statues. And some people like certain ones better, but I prefer the XM one over those 2. So it just depends, I guess. Like the Maestro one that's coming out, the Maestro statue, the one where he's on throne. There's one where he's fighting Wolverine. I think that Maestro is amazing. The way the paint and the sculpt on it, it's a great statue compared to that Maestro. But just the Maestro, the one he's on throne, it's just more grand,
Yeah.
350 pounds on that one, man. Yeah. I feel like you have to get it after talking about that Queen Studios Hulk. Put him right next to him.
There would be no next to him.
Yeah.
Where to have the space for that? He'd be like a whole wall by himself.
That's true. What do you think, Pudgy?
You don't walk with Maestro. What was it in the Bronx Tale? You don't walk with JoJo. You walk amongst him. That would be Maestro. Huge ass piece. It just takes up the room. What do I think as far as I don't own any customs, and I've only seen them pictures. Not never seen a custom face to face. So, but given that, there's 1 or 2 pieces that I would go custom if I could. just because there's no viable alternative. Like I always talk about that thing that Luke has.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
custom. And I mean, I got the XM one coming, but even still, I mean, it doesn't scratch the itch of a 60s, late early 70s thing. Something Kirby-ish. So the one thing for me with customs is the pitfalls. There's so many good to have, and there's so many horror stories too. And this hobby, between shipping and ordering and all that stuff, you want a hobby not to be a source of stress. So I really don't seek to have stress in my life wondering if somebody's gonna fuck me out of my money.
Yeah.
Because I'm the guy who comes down to the driveway, so I don't need somebody that I can't reach out and grab.
There's certain groups though that are really good. I mean, you just got to get one of those groups. You don't go to the ones that don't have, a lot of, clout, type deal. The ones that have been doing it for a while and that are really recognized and they stay, up to date with who they're selling the statues to and all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot of good custom groups out there. There are. I think custom groups just got a bad name because of all the stupid people out there that have done stupid shit. So
Yeah, like even now though, like there's this YouTube channel I follow. They're called the Unboxing Bros, and this guy like has customs like every week. He talks about customs every week, and I would, I assume
Asian?
that. Yeah. I think he's
Yeah.
I think he's from Indonesia or something.
Okay.
But he has good reviews. He has good videos and everything. But like
he's
like
a middleman.
oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he gets in contact with the groups and he sells them through himself basically.
Oh, okay. But like he mentions, like he slips it in there. He's like, this group doesn't want me to talk to them because, or like go into their group because I talk, I give my honest opinion on their statues and they don't like negative feedback, so they kicked me out. And I was like, is this still going on, man? I thought it was like 2023. Like, if you don't like bad feedback, then you're never gonna survive.
We don't
out
like
in
you.
this
We're gonna
world.
block you.
Yeah, it's
the
not gonna work.
mentality.
Yeah, man. Rashid, how about you, man? Like, I don't know if you have any custom. I know you got like NYC or whatever for Star Wars, but like
I got a couple of X-Men customs, and yes, I have a lot of Star Wars customs and stuff like that. So,
but if you were to get like your best custom versus your best license, where do you lie on, or where do you lay on?
wow. I don't know. I guess when it comes to like the Marvel, I gotta go with. It's hard because it toss between Omega Red and the custom Mr. Sinister. I just love those two. And then when it comes to custom with Star Wars, I gotta go with I guess the Cad Bane and stuff like that. So that's one.
The one from NYC, right?
Yes, NYC.
Yeah, that
piece
one's badass.
I drove to Connecticut to get that piece. 2 hours. No snowstorms, but.
Ah, man.
But if it wasn't for custom, I'm glad that they had, if it wasn't for customs, we wouldn't have certain things. So, I can't be mad at customs and stuff.
Hey, Rashid.
Oh, you got it? Yes. When'd you get yours?
Yesterday.
Oh, you just got it yesterday?
Yeah. I got it at that crackhead price.
You got it at a crackhead price?
Yes, sir.
You lucky, man. If you would ask me for a crackhead price, man, I would have sent the goons after you, bro.
He's the one that offered. I didn't ask.
Oh, okay. He must have needed that money because that's a good piece. It's a big piece, though.
Yeah, I haven't put it together yet.
Oh, okay. Congrats, man. My boy commissioned that piece,
Oh yeah, the paint on it, man. I was telling Steve, this statue has one box, and all it is just heads and tentacles. That's all it is.
Yeah, it was a little overkill, but for Omega Red, I was happy that and I remember I almost passed on it, because I didn't think it was going to come out, but when it came out, I was glad to get it. So
we're doing an unboxing tomorrow, right? Jarhead.
Yeah, I haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet. That one or the Magneto.
I got Apocalypse coming tomorrow, so we're gonna do like a double unboxing, hopefully, and
What,
it should
XM?
be. Yeah, I got the
Oh,
XM Apocalypse.
congrats, man. I love that piece.
We'll see, man. Like it's 2 box. You know, did I tell you who sold it to me, Rashid?
No.
King sold it to me.
Who, David?
David, yeah.
I'm surprised. What's he? He's no longer king of XM no more?
I don't know. I was gonna ask you to talk to him because he didn't say
Talk
nothing
about a
to me.
crackhead price too.
Yeah, crackhead. Yeah, man, where you been?
Oh man, you guys getting crackhead prices? I got what's going on, man?
Man, all these sales we're getting because Rashid's going to the hospital. We're taking advantage while he's out. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding.
Luckily, I got that piece already. But listen, I'm not mad if you get it for a good price and stuff. I love that. I love those pieces that you guys got is awesome, man. The Omega Red and the Apocalypse. I'm surprised Pudgy you don't get it, man.
What's that? Apocalypse?
Yeah. You should
I
get
t-
that piece, man.
I tend to stay with the heroes. I only have very
Yeah,
few
how could you
villains.
You don't like the villains?
Well,
That's
it's
crazy. Well,
if I
Mystique
could have like a
Mystique
whole.
ain't no hero.
Well, she's she got booty.
Anti-hero.
I want to yeah. I wanted
Let me tell you
X-Men
something.
females. So
Back in the days, I don't know why I wasn't into Mystique back in the days. I don't know what it was, but
mhm.
I love Mystique. She's just crazy, man. Like she's one of them crazy chicks that I would date. I'll be like, yo, just keep that skin blue. I said, once in a
Yeah,
while, I want you to turn into young Pamela Anderson just to do it.
yeah.
Then I say turn into Holly
She
Berry
can
when she first was with
morph
Boomerang
whatever.
Eddie Murphy.
Oh my god. Can you imagine? Oh my god.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you gonna do for me? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'll show you in a few minutes, dude.
I'll transform right now.
Yeah, I'll transform into a puddle of goo.
I will say custom versus license. The licensed ones are normally they're packaged better, and they're easier to put together. Normally, the licensed ones are than the customs. Customs seem to be more.
Nah,
pain in the butt.
sometimes Jarhead, some of the custom pieces been packaged a little bit better than even though it come in that black
The black,
thing,
yeah,
they have the compartments for it.
yeah,
So that's what I don't know. I think some of the customs and stuff, and the customs been having the straps also. So I
yeah.
think the customs been stepping their game up, with the packaging itself too.
So, Jarhead, are breaks common with customs? Like, I mean, I know licensed stuff is common, like it's common breaks and stuff.
I haven't received anything broken yet. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But I haven't. I've known people to get it, but depending on the group you're in, they'll send you another piece or something, so that, or they'll, give you a little discount or something to make up for it. So,
Okay, at least that. I think that what you guys got the best out of is like it's an edition size of 50. It's edition size of 20, edition size of 30. While these licensed pieces are like edition size of 1,000. It's still low.
I like not seeing my statue in other people's like collections. It's like,
Yeah.
I like my statues. I feel like special because I have a certain statue. Like I feel like that statue is special because there's only a few of them. So
Yeah.
I heard Rashid and Fatal talking about edition sizes with Arch, and I was like, "Ooh, this is getting good."
Oh, here we go.
I was at work, so I didn't get to finish it. But yeah, like, what's up with that, man?
We got our opinions off on everything. Shout out to Arch and Fatal. But what I was trying to explain to Arch was, and I told him yesterday when you watched it, I said, Arch, you sound like you're trying to be the Jesus of the statue community, man.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Because he kept saying, why
He's got the
people
hair
have-
already, so what the heck?
Yeah, exactly. But why he's like, why people have to get paid, or why people hit the like button and subscribe? I said, listen, Arch. First of all, because I told him you can't say this and then do that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Arch, meant any harm with what he was saying. I understand what Arch was saying, but I was trying to let him know because he had made a statement. He said he thinks YouTubers are messing up the hobby. And I said, well, you're a YouTuber. Or you mess up the hobby. I said, so you can't say that. You can't because you're gonna have assholes that are YouTubers that's gonna do things, whether they be former scammers or whatever. That doesn't mean that that's you. And then I told him, if your channel is good, you have a channel on Sunday. So if your channel is good content, and I tell my other boy, you have to subscribe for you to see and constantly get notification of it. So, and I told him, he said, well, I don't want to make money off it. I don't want to do that to people. I said, Art, you're going to make money regardless, whether you want to make it or not. I said, just like Pudgy has said, I told him, I said, you got people out there giving super chats for a lot of money. They just doing it just to do it. What are you going to do? Just revert and give the money back to them and stuff like that? If people want to support your channel, they want to support it because it has good content. So, and and I was trying to let him know that's like Jarhead said, I don't want to see everybody with my particular statue in their collection. I don't want like a million Mr. Sinisters of the one I have. That's why
How
Sideshow.
about the one that goes like this? How about this one?
Yo, you
Making of those?
listen,
No?
you could have those because you can use those as target practice and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I like the rareness of the collectible. That's why I feel like Sideshow goes, pre-order, and you order it, and that's why edition size, because once it's gone, that's it. You have plenty of time to get it. If they make 1,500, that's for you to go out there and get that piece, because 1,500 is being made, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be where it's like, when people, because he was saying, I want everybody to be able to get that statue. No, I'm sorry. I want it to be where it's limited and it's here for order it. You don't order it, hey, it's gone. You got to get on the secondary market. That's it. So
Yeah, I gotta catch up on it. I know, like when I was listening
it was
to
a
it, I
good
was
show though. It was a good show though.
yeah, it was getting good. But then I had a meeting to attend to, and I was like, oh, I'll
And
finish it later
Which
Crippler.
show
tonight.
was this?
But
Which show was this, guys? That you were on?
Monday, it was yesterday.
Cool nerds, cool nerds
Oh, Cool
lounge.
Nerds,
And stuff,
okay.
yeah. And
Okay.
Crippler is funny, man.
He always
Crippler is
yes.
crazy, bro.
Sam,
I don't think he messing with a
I
full
love
deck.
Sam.
Shout out to Crippler, man, in a funny way,
Yes, sir.
I'll finish it up. But yeah, man, I listened to a part where like Arch was talking about that sort of, but I feel like it's everyone's choice. If someone wants to like choose to subscribe, choose to give out super chats, give out choose to collect what they want. It's a choice, and I think a lot of people forget that it's a little bit different. But one more thing I wanted to talk to you about with you guys tonight was you guys only get to keep one: Marvel,
Oh,
DC,
shit.
Star Wars, Star Trek,
Easy.
whatever you.
Easy.
What do you got?
Marvel.
What do you got?
Marvel. Easy.
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 What's up with DC or Star Wars, man? Like what? Like
Marvel's just better. It's plain and simple. But I grew up reading Marvel comics. That was my thing. I knew of the Green Lanterns. I knew of Flash and Superman. I still follow those series, but I've never really got into them as much as I did as Marvel. Marvel, I could, it was just like it hooked me as a kid, especially the X-Men.
I don't know, man. I watched X-Men. I watched Spider-Man. I watched all this stuff growing up, reading the books, comic books, and then I got into DC. I got into Batman and Superman, the comic books. I started getting into DC like heavily. And then when I moved to California, I was alone there, so I kept reading more comic books, and I don't know, DC lore like attracts me the most. Like out of everything I have, I think I'd keep DC. Like I only have 3 pieces now from DC, but I think I'll keep going down that rabbit hole. But yeah, DC for me. How about you, Pudgy?
You're talking about one has to go in your collection? Oh, I grew up with both of them. DC is very fond to me because that was my father's books, and I learned to read on DC Comics. But then I became a Marvel guy on my own. That was my generation's books. If I had to get rid of one, if you had a gun to my head, if I got rid of Marvel, I'd I'd have a lot more room for newer shit
Right?
because most of my stuff is old school Marvel. So I don't know. I don't know. That's really like a coin toss. I don't know. I got no answer. That's it. That's like Sophie's choice. Just kill me. Don't kill my kids. Just kill me. That's it.
What do you think, Rashid? You gonna get rid of that Boba Fett and just keep your
Nah,
Omega Red?
before Sideshow was big, I was already on Star Wars. I mean, I'm like, Pudgy, I don't want to. I don't want to pick, because I have everything now, But if I had to, I just couldn't let go of my Star Wars. Unfortunately, I couldn't let go of my Elite Creature collectibles neither. I couldn't let none of that stuff go. But Star Wars, I would have to go with Star Wars all the way.
Yeah, it's a crazy choice, man. Like, I every time I look at my Marvel shelf now, it's the bad guys, right? And it's like for me, it's like my favorite bad guys: Galacticus, and what's his name, Thanos, and Ultron. And those things stick out to me like crazy now. Like it's weird too. I don't know if this happens. Well, I don't know if this happens for everybody, but like the more you start losing, the more you appreciate the small things. So now that my collection's a lot smaller, I have more interest in the ones I have now than I did having a larger collection.
Come in and study them. Like when you look at them, you really just don't glance, but like you really take.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, like I started taking pictures of them too, and I'm just like glancing at them, looking at them together too. It's different.
Yeah.
Did you see that custom head they made for that Thanos on Throne?
I got that coming, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's edition size of 50, I think.
I joined that group after they came out with it. It was already sold out. I was like, oh man, because that's one of my favorite Thanos storylines.
King Thanos, right?
Yeah.
Old man Thanos, I think it's called.
Yeah, like that's the first appearance of Cosmic Ghost Rider. I love that story.
Oh, Cosmic Ghost Rider. I think it started off good too, but then it kind of got too comical, man. It started getting comical for
after the
him
Thanos
being Frank
stuff.
Castle. Like, why all of a sudden it became like, why are you turning it into comedy?
When he was like Cosmic Ghost Rider versus the Marvel Universe and
but
but
he's coming out with another book. He's coming out with another book.
Is he?
Yeah, because the variant cover is just like how the Punisher, the 1 through 4 series. Remember, he was up back against the wall and he's shooting. The Ghost Rider's like that. So
I would love for them to make a Cosmic Ghost Rider, like an XM.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. What do you guys think of the one they're making right now, the Galactus, the XM?
There are a couple renders that we've seen.
I haven't seen any renders unless that big arm. That arm.
You haven't seen the picture of the head?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
Really? I'll try to find that.
Let me see.
I seen somebody show me an arm, and it had like wires coming out.
I think they showed the back of his head.
Yeah, he's on the throne.
I think if it looks good, I think that might give what you call it, Maestro, a problem. Then
supposedly it's supposed to be huge too. It's supposed to be massive.
Would you get it on Jarhead?
Would I get it? Yeah, I would.
Okay.
It's gonna be bigger than Maestro, right? At least.
It's gonna be taller for sure. I don't know if it's gonna be wider.
Hopefully I could find it, but if I.
But like you said, Rashid, I think they have it in the works, but they're not wanting to overlap Maestro, so they're probably gonna wait a little while before they bring it out.
That would be smart because they would be hurting themselves if they keep putting out they didn't drop Maestro and then you have people pink, because I think Super Skrull I don't think Super Skrull is getting enough love, and I think that piece is awesome.
I love that statue.
Yeah, that piece is hot, man.
It's awesome.
I thought about getting it and putting it next to Thanos, because the way they got Mr. Stretch's arm and the flames.
Mr. Fantastic?
Yes. Oh, okay. I did see this picture.
That's
yes.
His neck, the back of his neck.
Yeah, the back of his neck, back of his head. But you see the detail. It's like XM quality right there. It's all like a ton of
But
detail
you know,
on it already.
you know what they're gonna say? I'm telling you what people are gonna say. They're gonna say it's too modernized. It's too watch. I guarantee you that. People are gonna complain.
But that's what XM does. They
Oh,
put their
people
little
always
spin.
complain.
You
Yeah.
know, they put their spin on the statue, on a comic character. You know, they're not really comic accurate very
Right.
often. You know,
Right.
so and people still love those statues that aren't comic accurate. So like I don't know, people complain just to complain, just like Pudgy just said. So
Well, why do you think XM statues on a resale is so low? That's what I don't understand.
on
Oh, that's a
Because
retail,
good question.
XM is the Boeing of this era. They do statue that Marvel Sideshow is just not. Sideshow is never going to do an Iron Fist. Never.
XM is probably my favorite. Is my favorite statue company out there,
Right.
just because.
Too.
Think about the word Grail. Think about how
Mhm.
many XM pieces there are that have that title. You know,
They got a lot. I feel
Yeah.
I feel that XM is one of my favorite. Just the fact that when I found out, because I remember when Thor had Revan, and I knew nothing about Revan, and this is when I first met Thor, and I'm like, I was looking at behind his background. I'm like, I said, I want that character right there. I don't know who he is, but I know he's from the game. And then sports Thor started dropping the knowledge about it. So then I wanted Revan and Malik. And then when they teased the picture of Malik and Revan, and I finally got them, I was like, these guys, they come out. I mean, they came out with Angelus, they came out with Witchblade, they made the Darkness, they made the Inhumans, Medusa with just Lockjaw. I don't know if you ever saw Medusa Lockjaw. Lockjaw is like a real dog. It's the size of a real dog. You know what I'm saying? The Iron Fist. Who else they did? They did
They did Black Bolt
Magdalena.
too.
Yeah, they
Right?
did Black.
Black,
Yeah, I got
yeah, I
Black
love
Bolt.
that Black. I
Right.
wish I had the room for that.
That Black Bolt.
That
I mean, they did so much. Their Samurai edition is crazy. So I mean,
they take chances. They go out there, on
right.
a tree limb.
Professor X. If you got that professor, if you go
Yeah.
into the base, if you go into a dark room and turn the light up feature on that Professor X with the chair, not the one with the wheels, but the one that's supposed
The
to
wheelchair.
yeah, not the wheelchair, the other
The
one.
hover chair. The hover
The
chair.
hover chair, the
Yeah.
lighter
Oh
feature,
yeah.
the lighter feature on that is crazy, man. I mean, and they did, of course, they redid their Apocalypse and stuff, and they did Cable before Sideshow did Cable, So, I mean,
S- So you know that picture we were looking at, the Galactus back of his neck. So
mhm.
some nerd on the statue forum, he sized them up 120 centimeters. I'm not too sure what that equals, but this is like a regular statue right here. If you were to like put them proportion wise,
Right.
If he
so
was going to be
Yeah,
quarter
he's going to
scale
be
or
huge. But the good thing is he's sitting down, so
good thing.
it's going to eat up some of that height. It's just going to go, deeper because he's sitting down. But
And you want to
so
know something? If you watch XM's history, a lot of times when XM would make a piece, something about that character was about to come out. So when they did the Inhumans show came out. What else they did? They did Iron Fist. Iron Fist show had came out. So when XM used to come out with a piece, I always felt like something is coming out about that character. That's why they jumped on that character right away. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the scroll. I think they have like, don't they have like scroll invasion or some
they had,
invasion or something?
yeah, that's coming out. Scrolls were in Captain Marvel.
Right. So they always come out with something. It's like they got some type of sidetrack. They always know some type of movie is coming about with something
It's
with
in the
that
pipeline.
character. Right. So
But Rashid, man, that's a good question. Like XM, why do their pieces sell less nowadays
I don't
compared to
understand that. The packaging
yeah.
is good. They give you heavy pieces, it's quality, but yet they pieces sell low after a while. And I don't understand that. Like Iron
Yeah.
Fist, that Iron Fist piece is perfect. Comes with two torsos. The fist lights up. It comes with the classic torso, comic book accurate. I just don't understand that piece. Like, why is it going for $600?
I don't know, man. Like
Medusa is two
He's not.
statues in one. You know.
He's not a top tier character,
Mhm.
and like like you said, right now they seem to be getting away from comic book accuracy. Now that's what brought me to them, that they were doing like comic book accurate quarter scale
Right.
classic look pieces,
Mhm.
right? So now it seems that more and more in the statue community, and this ain't a knock against them, but it seems more and more in the statue community,
Mhm.
you get people who are into comic book statues but don't read the books.
Right.
So if they're not reading the books and they're only buying it for the artistic aspect of it, looking at it and saying that's a cool piece,
Mhm.
then maybe XM says, well, we don't need to be accurate. Instead, need to have more artistic flair.
Right.
So they us old school people say, yo, this ain't like the books, but
Right.
we
Right.
might only be 20% of the people buying this shit.
Yeah.
But Rashid, I sold a lot of my pieces, and the ones that did go up in price, like not as much as XM, like $1,000 plus, but like when I bought them or when they were originally sold for like 600, $500, I sold them for like $800, $900. That's what the current market value was, I guess.
Mhm.
Like Sideshow goes up after they're
Right.
sold out, of course, but like
Mhm.
after some time, but
Right.
Sideshow somehow goes
Has
up in
gone up.
price.
And
Yeah, which is
that's what I don't understand. You're right. I seen sideshow pieces go up, but then you'll see XM pieces go down, and I don't. That's one thing I was troublesome about that.
yeah.
I
I
just
think,
Even
like,
with
I
the
think I think it's just certain statues.
no, it's a lot of them. It's
nah, it's
a
a
lot of
lot.
my pieces. Yeah, a lot of my pieces
Majority
were
of
Sideshow.
you
Yeah,
will have XM pieces that like a Hulk transformation go high up in price, but eventually, give it time, it's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? Give it time. The like Storm right now seems impossible to get, but I think down the line she's gonna go down in price. Not a lot, but their pieces go down. I don't know why, but it does.
What's the ES on that storm? Is it pretty small?
Shit,
probably
I don't know.
500 probably.
Yeah.
But like, here's a perfect example: the John Stewart EX from Sideshow. That I think sold for
Yes.
like 650 when it came out, but 1500 is not. He's not lying because I saw one for 1300, and then I saw someone ask for 1500, but people were asking about it. Like I'm sure they
Green Arrow
Green
from
Arrow
Green
too,
Arrow too. I
exclusive.
like that piece.
goes for a lot of
Yeah,
money, you know.
yeah.
So
I had those too. I should have just waited an extra 6 months.
even though she's not Marvel, but I mean, like you said, Sasha will be the Deja Thoris. That piece goes for
Yeah,
money,
yep.
man. Now dude's trying to ask for $2,000 for it. Crazy, you know. So
You think it's because Sideshow is a more familiar name worldwide?
I don't know.
I mean, we're like really into this shit, but a more casual hobbyist like I was years ago, and I went to the Sideshow site.
Hmm.
I didn't know really about customs. I didn't know about the other brands from the other side of the river, other
Hmm.
side of the pond.
Something.
So maybe it's that, but Sideshow's known worldwide because of their. So maybe just there's name recognition.
It
So
could
when
because
people,
I put
they shop for a Sideshow piece.
I put up stuff in say the Star Wars group or maybe a custom piece or something from X, and there have been people saying, "Oh, where'd you get that statue from?" And then in my mind,
They
I'm
don't
like,
even
"What are
know.
you talking about? It's XM. Look it up." And
Right.
but
Yeah.
Right.
it's people
They
that
don't
don't
know.
know. They don't know and stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Luke is asking a good question too. Is the XM Scorpion worth so much because he's so popular, or because there's no other option? That one goes for like
Hmm.
3K plus. I've seen.
I think both. I think the piece is a good piece. That piece has always been kind of like hard to get.
That's a
And that's
dynamic
because
piece
there's a
too.
super low ES too. There was a
I
super
think
low
it's
ES with that statue.
200, right, or
I think it
something.
was less. I think it was 100 something.
Wow.
But XM did all. The thing is also XM did all their villains. So like, doesn't
Oh, yeah.
the Green Goblin go for money? I think the Green Goblin
Yeah,
came out good too.
yeah. Green Goblin goes for money too. I haven't seen
I
one
think the
go
cheapest one
under
is
2 grand.
Sandman. Ain't the cheapest one Sandman? That's the
Yeah,
cheapest one to get.
Yeah, I've
it's
seen that for 700, 800.
Yeah.
it's still on spec.
What Sandman?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, Cram has a good point here too. Cram says XM prices are too high, while Sideshow left some room there for an increase in price in the aftermarket. A $1,000 to $1,500 XM piece not going to go up. It's not going to go up much higher as opposed to Sideshow's $500, $700.
You
That's
know, I
true.
just
Room
you
to
know, but you
move.
know, I kind of disagree with
Depends on the
that
piece.
piece. Right. You know, I disagree with that because look at J&D. How much does a J&D piece go for?
3K, like
You
average.
got dudes accident.
But
Wait,
it's
is it 3K
but
or
it's
like 2?
new.
2,
Yeah.
3K, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but then dudes is on there trying to sell it for 30 something hundred extra. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised they haven't gone down in price, but they don't. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's like a smaller group too, though, right? Like J&D boys. Like it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, watch what you hear me say about the J&D boys on that show.
Oh, what? All right, man. Was it collector nerds on
Cool nerd lounge.
Cool Nerds Lounge on
Yeah,
Fatal the Collector. I'll finish
yeah.
it later tonight. Oh, Vibranium Jim says Caleb is doing another Scorpion. Oh, there we go. Our second
Yeah,
chance.
it's a custom one.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shoot, people are gonna pay. Just trying to catch up on these things. Mark says, "Got to be patient. Everything hits crackhead levels. Then seen that XM Goblin go for 1K. That's crazy."
I mean, it's true. There's certain statues out there that don't come down much after reaching
Right.
a certain point. But
Mhm.
I mean, right now, and I've said it already. This is probably like the best time to buy statues because statues sit out there and they get people trying to get rid of them, and you can get some for cheap.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think John Everyday Collector said this. It's gonna flip though. It's gonna start going back up, or like the ones that are high are gonna go back down. I feel like they're remaking a lot of the sought after pieces, like the Superman Hush. They're doing quarter scale, so that's gonna mess it up. I think they're doing. I don't know, man. A lot of. I feel like it is the time to buy, but it's also like you gotta be quick about it too, man. I got that freaking XM Apocalypse at a great price. Like, I got it at a price I would never see it for. But then
Yeah.
again, if I waited another 6 months, I feel like it'd go right back up.
If I would have seen that before you saw it, I would have scooped that up at that price.
And
I was
I'm
like,
not gonna
let me
lie.
get that.
That gets I do get mad about that, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad at guys getting a good deal. But sometimes I say to myself, just be patient. If you would have been patient, you would have got there for a different a price. But then Storm, which I'm trying to be patient of, it doesn't seem like she's going down in price at all.
No,
You know?
no.
I had a question for you, Rashid, on that. I heard you talking about that. So, like, let's say I get Storm for $1,000, right? Let's just say, right?
hmm
Let's say, no, a better piece. Like, let's say you have the Apocalypse, right? So you
Mhm.
bought that. Let's round it up to 1,600. I get
Mhm.
it for 1,000. I feel like you had it for like a year, 2 years, where I feel like the value for your collection and for yourself is there. Like the $500, $600 difference. Like you've had it for so long, for that 1 year, 2 years, that
Yes.
$500, $600, you already got your money's worth because it's in your collection. You had it. You had time
I'm
to.
sorry. I do not look at that shit like that. No.
You do. You still do. You don't
I don't
value
look at
like the time you spent with
no,
it and
when I
everything.
no, it's not that. It's just when you think about it, if you just be patient, you still gonna get the same enjoyment like me. I just had it before you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got my value, but that's it's like Pudgy, you know cars. You know what I'm saying? You buy a 5.0. He been had his 5.0. I'm just getting my 5.0, and I got it way cheaper than Pudgy. We both got the same enjoy. We both getting the same enjoyment. I got it cheaper though.
How many miles you got on it though?
Yeah.
See, my shit. I took the plastic off the seats. You know what I'm saying? And that comes to statues too. I mean, think of it. When you get a piece and you're unboxing it, and the whole new statue smell, and all that
Right,
nice
right.
carcinogen that you're inhaling and whatnot, and now years later you get it secondhand. You still enjoy the piece. It's just as beautiful and everything if it's been well
Right.
kept. But there is something different about opening something new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Literally,
as long as the
with
statue is
almost any
taken care
collectible.
of, I feel like I don't know, and I got it for cheap. I don't care. I mean,
See, because I
unless somebody's playing with the statue, if it's a female
right.
statue and he's up there doing some things that I don't need to know, then I feel like violated. Like, okay, I bought a
Let's
statue and
stay
this
away from the
statue.
J and D shit then. To
Yeah.
stay away from the silicone because that's probably going to be a thing in the future. I
Hey,
don't know.
Rashid, your
I've
boy.
never sold. I was going
Go
to
ahead.
say I never sold, but if I was going to sell something,
Mhm.
see, I could see if I'm selling, I could see myself not necessarily saying I got to get back this much or that much. It's like, you know what? If I want to get some money together quick so I can make a move on something I want,
Mhm.
if I sell it $100 or $200 below what standard retail, everybody else who has that piece might be pissed because they're like, "Fuck, he's devaluing my piece." But
Right.
it's like, hey, everybody's asking 12. I'm willing to sell it for 950. I'm gonna get my 950 immediately,
Right.
and now I can move on to something else. Now, am I supposed to maintain a standard because that's what everybody else is asking? It's like, in anything in life, if you want to move your house, you sell
Mhm.
it below market value so you can move it so you can move into your new house tomorrow. Not
Right.
because I got to upkeep the rest of the neighborhood or other houses are selling for this. If I need to make a quick move, you sell it below market value. I don't see why statues would be any different.
Yeah.
Rashid, your boy just got here.
There he is.
Crippler. We were just talking about your show, Crippler, last night. Like, I gotta catch up on it, but we got your what do you call him? Your
Yo,
president.
when I tell you
Hold
Crippler
on.
is funny, man, there's one part when you watch the show. I'm gonna let you watch it because I ain't gonna spoil it. And out of nowhere, when my man Redeemer says something, and Crippler go, we all went dark purposely just to joke around. He had said he was pinpointing on somebody, and we all went dark. Like we muted us, and then Crippler goes, when going real goes wrong. Yo, but the way
Sam,
Crippler,
vote,
yes,
vote,
yes.
Sam.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I got you.
Vote Rashid. 20.
Rashid.
You should. You got to hear Rashid's policies. His policies are very enticing.
Oh man, I was waiting to hear from certain female people that may have got mad at what I had said, Pudgy, about about the woman power shit.
uh,
That's funny.
I'm still waiting for you to. I want to be. I changed my mind, by the way. I think instead of Secretary of Health,
Uh,
I want to be Secretary of Transportation when you import all these Brazilian women free of charge across the border.
yeah.
I'm there. Secretary of the Interior.
Same. I'm gonna have to catch up on that later tonight. So that's funny, man. But yeah, man. Like, I didn't have a tournament thing, and we didn't have matchups tonight. But yeah, man. It's Valentine's Day, so I'm gonna try to get you guys out of here early tonight, so you guys can get to business. But
No
let me get
rush.
into some pictures really quick.
Take care of
So
my business already.
so these are some Bowens, man. Like Alex from Rad Titan posted these up, and some of these I'm gonna go for. Like, yeah, these are
Telling
old
you.
school ones.
These
You
are
see where
addictive.
Doomis got his hands crossed? You think Bell took that was already in his mind to use that pose?
Yeah.
There's a full size Bowen with that pose too. That's a
And
beautiful
let me
piece.
ask you a question, Pudgy. What do you think about the sideshow Doom? I mean, like, what do you think of it compared to the throne?
I like it. I like the new one. For
Yeah,
me, and
I actually like. Yeah.
yeah, I thought about adding it, even though, like I said, I tend to stay away from villains, but
Hmm.
I'm big Fantastic Four, so kind of like
Hmm.
Doom would be perfect. Um, for me, it looks great with that background with the banner,
Yeah.
but that
Yeah.
banner makes it even taller. It's
Right.
way tall to display.
Right.
Um, Mixed media, I'm either way, so that doesn't really deter me. Although I think, if I remember right, part of the cape, part of the tunic is cloth, and then part of it is sculpted too. Like it's a two.
The
No, the
hood,
tunic
Yeah.
is
It's not
the tunic
the
is
hood,
sculpted. Just
the
just
Yeah,
hood
that's
just
sculpted
just the
too.
cape is
just the cape part.
yeah. I mean, I thought people were gonna love that piece because
Yeah,
I have Doom on Throne, and even though I like them both, I like that piece. I think it just shows more
yeah.
dominance.
It's
Like
regal. He's
right,
regal and he's
right.
bossy. And at the same time, it's a great pose. It strikes him perfect.
So someone made a custom portrait for it too recently. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Yeah, I'm seeing this a lot lately. Like they made a custom portrait for a Carnage for the sideshow one,
Yes, I
and
saw that.
Yeah.
Yes, it looked good too.
yeah,
Who did this
that's
portrait though? Because
uh
I would get this portrait if I knew I was going to get this statue.
So the guy that posted it, his name is Alvin. I could reach out to him if anyone's interested, see where he got it from. But
Yeah.
there's
It's sold out already.
did
Wow.
it? Oh
Yeah.
dang. You gotta put me on that group if you could, man. Like that, I love to get custom stuff for my license statues. Like these portraits do it. Like it's awesome.
I'm waiting
But
for
yeah,
next
man.
all the Doom.
Yeah, too.
I have a
I'm
feeling
still
if
on
they
the
come out
fence
with a
about
Doom,
getting
it's
this
going to be
Doom.
amazing.
And you guys saw this, right? The PCS one.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Wait, both
So
of these are Raphaels? What's going on?
I think this is an older version, and this is the newer one right here. This doesn't look
Oh,
at
I
all
see
like
the
this.
texture. I see the texture on the skin. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this one looks perfect. It's cool too because like you see the bandana they did with the white eyes, and then they did
I
one
like
with
the
the brick
scar.
eye.
I like the scar on his nose. See that? Like he's been through battle.
Yeah.
That's-
Mhm.
Someone was saying, don't you think that's too deep or like too texturized on the scar? No, that looks good actually. Yeah,
Nah,
that looks
like
good.
if you look at his arm,
That is
yeah,
good. Yeah.
you see he has a cut on his eye too. Look at his eye.
Yeah.
Move to the right. He has a cut on his eye. Go to the right to his arm on the left. Go down. No. Keep going. See that green cut right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's a straight up scar right there. Yeah.
He's been through some shit.
Yeah, man. They did this one right.
I stopped. I don't know why. I guess the cartoon I didn't like. I stopped liking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I just love the black and white because it was more violent. It was,
Yeah. That's how it originally came out too, like them killing ninjas and stuff.
yeah. But they made it so cartoon. I mean, did you guys like the cartoon that came on regular TV?
As a kid, yeah.
My kids watched it.
I watched it all the time.
That's you see. Is that the exclusive with the
Yeah,
mask rip like that?
with-
Yo, that's
yeah,
crazy.
yep. Yeah, you didn't see that? That's crazy,
Nah, I
right?
never saw that. Wow.
Yeah,
It
it looks
looks nice,
good
though.
too. Usually they don't look good when they're ripped like that, but the eyes look believable with these things. Looks really good. This is the scar that you're talking about right here. That's crazy.
Mhm.
I think this turtle's been juicing a little bit. Don't you? It looks like he's on some PEDs.
What was Rishi saying earlier on the show? Like, I gotta be careful with those
Yeah,
steroids.
his shell's gonna shrink.
Yeah. Yeah, like the portraits are awesome.
Are any of you guys getting the turtles or no?
I wish, man. I have no
No.
space for it.
Yeah.
Did you see a seam line by chance on the neck? I didn't get a good picture. Well, he didn't put a good picture of the neck.
I don't see any seams.
Yeah, even on the arms, right? Like,
I mean, I think is this the first time we've seen a turtle with scars like that?
yeah, the sideshow one was clean.
I've never seen a turtle with scars on his face. Like I like this is the type of turtle I would like because look at this one right here. It's clean, no scars, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, they both to me. I like them both.
Yeah, I like the little robots too. That's a nice touch. And then
Those
yeah,
are
here
1/3 too, right?
Yeah, they're 1/3 too,
Yeah,
man.
huge.
Really?
Luke says the seam line is on the neck. Other issue is the Mauser being too heavy for the Sai. That sucks, but looks good right now. And then here's like another Caleb one. It's what would you guys call this? Spider-Man, or I'm sorry, Venom.
It's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
He hasn't turned to Venom yet.
Symbiote Spidey, I guess.
Black suit Spidey.
Yeah.
We don't have Brenton tonight, so it's gonna be smooth sailing.
I
Right
guess
now.
I guess it's more accurate if he's naked underneath, huh?
There you go, naked.
I prefer XMs.
I mean, even though I'm not a Spider-Man fan, I liked it when he first got the alien suit. You know, I liked that it was alive or whatever. I don't know. I didn't want him to lose it, but
Cool though. And a lot less space too.
Pudgy, do you know any reason why they didn't want him to have that suit anymore? The alien suit? You think they just it took away from him as a character? Or?
Oh, they could split it off into its own book. That's what that comes down to. We'll keep
That's true.
Spidey sells, and then we'll give this guy
Venom,
his own book.
right.
Yeah, you know.
And our boy Art is hugging statues. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Is that silicone stuff you were talking about earlier?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Hands
her breasts are sculpted, so it's he's not getting
no
no
squeeze.
soft feel. Yeah, no squeeze.
But then he also got this thing, man. This thing is like 7 feet tall. I have a picture later on where it shows how tall it is, and it towers.
But you know what's
other
funny?
skills.
Except for the beginning of the movie, you don't really see Darkseid in action like in the end. You don't get that Superman.
The end of Justice League.
You don't get this Superman versus Darkseid action that I always wanted. You know,
But that was supposed to be was
Yeah.
supposed to be the next one.
Oh, okay.
But instead,
Right.
that was supposed to be the next chapter.
I guess a question for you guys: do you think this will like eventually lose its value because like the movie is gone now, or do you guys think it's going to be more valuable since like it's a one movie and done type of deal thing?
Yeah.
I think whoever's in love with the movie, they'll keep it. But this is not. I'm saying for me, this is not my dark side.
Mhm.
I never liked how he looked in the movie. I just didn't. I felt he was supposed to be. I mean, this character would go good in 300. I felt not Justice League. Because Darkseid doesn't even carry nothing in the comic book. He has his hands behind his back, and he knows that he's gonna use his Omega beams and stuff. You know?
I'm trying to think if I don't even think in Justice League at the end he wasn't carrying anything. He put his
No, he
foot
carried
up on,
in the beginning. He carried. Remember?
He carried this thing.
He came. Yeah, he hit the earth with that.
Okay, yeah.
But the 1/6 Darkseid, to me, that's the Darkseid I love. It's
From
because
X-Men.
they-
Someone.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I just wanted to put this up because I know the internet broke, or the Super Bowl broke. They were talking about a Flash movie, but they should just call it the Batman movie, you know, or I Am
Yeah.
Batman or something. Because
Yeah.
this trailer was probably like the trailer to release on Super Bowl. They did it perfect timing on this one. And
He's got some crazy suits in there.
yeah,
There's one with wings in the back. I don't know if you can see the wings.
this one right here.
Second from the right. He's got wings.
I love that they brought out the blue suit finally. I was like, oh, finally.
Ben Affleck is wearing it in one of the scenes.
Is that him? Like, I wasn't sure if like, they
That's
confirmed
Ben
that.
Affleck. That's Ben Affleck's his body type.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, we was talking about it on the show. That was one of the main topics, and everybody was talking about. Oh, I'm so excited for the Flash movie. And I told him we've been on this ride before. The Batman, Superman. I'm not judging nothing until I see it. If they do a good job of
Yeah.
that, but I'm not impressed with trailers anymore until I see the
Yeah.
movie. Because how many times when we thought Batman, Superman was going to be epic, and everybody
Yeah.
was going crazy, it's like how they can't mess that movie up. And what happened? It's a big disappointment. So
Yeah. See, the director's extended edition is way better. I remember I saw Batman v Superman in the movies, and I was hyped for it. And I walked out, and I enjoyed it, but it was like a little bit of a letdown because it was edited too severely. Like it jumped around, and when I saw the unedited version, the director's cut, whatever you want to call it, I was like, this is the
Right.
movie they should have released. But they're all obsessed about keeping the movie under 2 hours so they can have more showings, so they can get more asses in the seats per show. So Warner Brothers would rather chop the shit up and make it short and incoherent instead of long form and better quality. So
No, I was at San Diego Comic Con when they released that trailer for Batman vs Superman, and I remember seeing that Frank Miller Batman logo, and I was like, they're doing my Batman. You know, they're like, that's my Bat.
yeah,
I was like telling everybody this is gonna be a great. I was telling everybody. I was like, I was selling it for them, and
yeah.
like
When I
when I
saw
went to go
Batman
see it,
in the suit, in the armor, I was like, holy shit, they're gonna.
yeah, that too. And I was like, oh, his eyes light up now. Oh, yeah. Like I sold this movie to all my coworkers, all my friends, and when I went to go see it, I was like,
I mean, you thought it was gonna be gangster when he came down and he ripped the Batmobile and
Yeah.
the doors, and you was like, okay, this is gonna be gangster. And then
Mhm.
totally nothing. So when I saw the Flash trailer, everybody's like, oh, it's gonna be nah. You're not selling me that crap. I wanna see it when it comes out, and then I make my
There you go.
determination.
How about when you see or when you watch a Marvel trailer? Is it the same thing, or do you
Same
go like,
thing.
yeah,
Like,
same
because
thing?
when I saw Doctor Strange, I mean, when I thought Doctor Strange, and when you go on YouTube, you see everybody trying to say this is what could happen, this is what may open the
Yeah.
doors. So I
All
thought
the
X-Men,
breakdowns.
right? I thought Fantastic Four is going to come out. Like the guy that they had play Reed Richards. Now they're talking about they're going to use some actor wants to play Reed Richards. Like what happened to this guy you just showed
Yeah,
in?
what happened to Krasinski?
Right. Well, I don't
The whole,
understand
the
that.
whole internet for years wanted Krasinski.
Yeah. So
They turned him
now
into confetti in 5 minutes.
right, you show this guy,
The
then you
fuck?
and then they bring back the actor who played Black Bolt in the original Inhumans TV show. And then I said, okay, maybe this will open up doors for a better Inhumans. And I thought Doctor Strange
Nah.
was right. It became a movie about Scarlet Witch again. Like, come on, like what we we need as fans. We want that next Thanos phase. That's what we want. You know,
Right.
you're not.
Right.
So I don't think Kang. I don't think Kang the Conqueror is going to do it. Just my
Has
opinion.
that kind of weight.
Nah, he would be good. It's just as okay. This is a villain that we doing for this movie, but next,
So,
then the next threat is either going to be Doom or Thanos. I mean, Galactus. Then I'll be okay with it. I'll be like, okay, they going through all the villains of Marvel, but to
so
make
I take it.
Kang, you
I
know,
take it you're not excited about the upcoming Agatha Harkness show.
who?
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. in the Scarlet Witch TV show, did you watch any of that?
Yes.
The Scarlet. Okay. In WandaVision,
Mhm.
the neighbor, the annoying neighbor,
It was
Agatha.
Agatha the whole time.
She was watching her
And
the
it
whole
turns out to
time,
be
right?
Agatha. Right.
Right.
That's Agatha Harkness, who was a big deal in the old. Well, not even a big deal. She was in a couple of the old school Fantastic Four comics. A very, very like seventh tier character.
She was their
They're building
babysitter.
her. Right. So now, after what you've seen in WandaVision, the next season of Disney Marvel slate, they're
Mhm.
giving her own show.
Why?
And I don't know. I don't know.
Richard, you
We-
didn't,
we
you
don't- we
didn't know
don't-
that?
Why?
Yeah.
No, because
Yeah,
It's crazy, right? Like,
Kevin Feige stands up there, and people are like, "Are we gonna have like Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Power Man? Are we gonna have what's coming? Are we gonna have Inhumans? Are we gonna have the new Marvel X-Men? We're
And-
gonna have Agatha Harkness show."
And see, this is my thing.
Go
That's
fuck
why
yourself.
Rashi for president, because I would make Kevin. I would go to Kevin
Thank
Feige
you.
and I say, listen,
Listen,
I want you to
motherfucker.
do the movies how you want it. Stop trying to make people happy because they hold a certain position over you. Do you need me to raise your position so you're in control? You want more creative
Right.
control in this? You have it.
Right.
But stop making these movies. Come on, man. Nobody interested in this bullshit. Nobody's interested in it.
Of course,
Yeah.
people thought that way about the Guardians of the Galaxy too, and look how great that turned out.
No, we talking about two different things, Jarhead. Stop it. Agatha, you comparing Agatha to Guardians of the
Bro,
Galaxy?
Agatha
Are you serious,
Harkness.
bro?
nobody knew who Guardians of
This
the
could be
Galaxy were
good.
until they showed up in the
Oh
Marvel
my
universe.
god! See, we got dudes like good Jarhead that works for Disney, and
Hey,
this is
Rashid, I'll
why
clip it. I'll clip it.
this is why shows like Agatha is being made. And I'm the
Jarhead,
guy.
you're not wearing skinny jeans under that table, are you?
Yes, he is, and he's
You're not-
wearing.
yeah.
And look, he has skinny jeans and flip flops with no socks on. Come on,
The truth
Jarhead.
comes out.
Agatha, come on,
I'm too big
bro.
for skinny jeans, man.
Thank you. I was hoping so.
I'm too big for skinny jeans.
Listen, if you want to give somebody
Oh,
a show,
shit.
make a show about Mystique. That's
Yeah.
gangster. Give me the show about Mystique doing things in the country.
I'm not saying I want to see Agatha Harkness. I'm just saying.
Would you rather see Mystique?
How about Rogue?
No, I'd rather see
something like
Mystique.
that.
Mystique would be very violent and very.
That's because you want her to change into different chicks.
I know you were like
Exactly.
Pamela Anderson.
Exactly, man. But I'm just saying, like, come on, Agatha. Would you rather see Mystique or Agatha? Keep it real.
You-
I mean, come on.
It ain't even the question.
I don't
Just
even
like
want to put a poll up.
Just like the
and
villain
what's the
that
other- what's-
played in the Black Widow.
The other show they're coming out with, and I ain't messing with you. This is for real. There's going to be a show, Echo. Now,
I heard
Echo.
of her.
Did you watch? You watched? Okay, well, did
I
you
just
watch
know the
Hawkeye?
comic book. I don't know. I didn't watch
Right.
Hawkeye yet.
Okay, well, you didn't.
She has
miss
that print on
much.
her face, right? She has a print on her
Well,
face.
in
of a
this,
hand?
she's just she's deaf.
In the comic book, she
So-
does. She has the print on her face.
Right.
Yeah, no,
In this, she's
no.
just deaf. So-
Nah, that's not a character.
You see what they're doing, right? What the pattern is? All
Right,
female
and guess
all
what?
female characters.
Yeah, but this is my point. You're only hurting yourself because guess what? Not even the women are impressed with the movies.
No, they're not.
They see a woman and they say, "Okay, cool," but the movies they're not even watching it. You have mostly men that's watching these shows. I'm not saying the women don't watch it, but a woman I think would watch it more if it was Mystique because she would, of course, she'd be like the cat woman doing stealth, going to different countries, being an assassin. That's more something that is more exciting. She'd be like that born identity with except it's a mutant. How exciting could that be? A lot. Than Echo.
Listen.
Echo should have just been put into Daredevil or Iron Fist. Get rid of that stupid kid that played Iron Fist. Get you a real Iron Fist. Put Echo in there, and that's it. But you giving these nondescript women shows just so it can just for be a show for women
But it's not.
it's gonna be a flop.
And then they're fucking up Daredevil too. Like Daredevil was a great show when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple seasons of Daredevil were amazing,
Right.
and then they put him in She-Hulk, and like it making him ridiculous now. And I don't feel like they should go down that route of everything needs to be funny. Everything's funny. Like,
but it's my point when I was on another show. You can show woman power without saying it. They did it before. You had Ripley. You had Sarah Connor.
Listen, some women are just like us. My wife has a girlfriend that came over to the house to see, and she came and showed off the collection.
Mm-hmm.
And she named one or two characters that she knew, and she saw the books next to them, so she recognized the characters because of the books.
Mm-hmm.
So she says, "Oh, I've seen Aquaman, and I saw what's the other one?" She said she saw. I saw Black Adam. I said, "Oh, are you into comic book movies?" No, she goes, "I'm into Rock and Momoa. That's why I went to see them." Okay, So
Yeah,
just like we're all about, just like you want a Mystique.
bro.
This is a woman who paid. She paid to see, and then she says, "I heard Henry Cavill's going to be in Superman." I said, "No, he's not." What? Oh, I was all ready to see it because she was ready to see Henry Cavill.
Yeah, but they
You
just
know
doing too much of the woman power thing that's just not working.
exactly.
I mean, and it's like people are scared to say that. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Like, stop. You're not disrespecting women by saying no. We love Ripley in Aliens. Ripley was
I,
badass.
I was. I was
Sarah
just gonna say,
Connor.
who fucking voted for Agatha? Jay,
Look,
look at
someone
you.
like two people voted for Agatha. This guy Jaden. I don't know who he is yet, but we'll find him. But he said
Because you
voted
want
for
to be
Agatha
different.
because yeah.
I'm different. I'm different.
Yo, he wear those new Kanye snow boots.
Those Astro
That's
boots.
funny.
Those Astro boots.
That's funny.
We'll find you,
No,
Jaden.
you're
Don't
right.
worry.
You're right, 100%, Rashid. You're preaching to the choir. I said the same thing. I said
And
my
it's like
daughters
people are
grew up.
scared to people are scared to, and it's like it's not like you don't have characters out there that doesn't show woman power without saying it. Ripley had to take the mantle. Sarah Connor. You got so many that was gay. They had Queen of the South. Queen of the
Yeah.
South. She became the gangsters of everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I mean, when you watch it's almost movies that, I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. You know, they downgraded the Hulk to injured Hulk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy. It's
The
real
Hulk does yoga
ridiculous.
now.
Like, how much money does DC got to lose for them to say, "Listen, okay, we did enough now"? You know, I don't understand that.
New
Find out.
generation, man. It's not our rules anymore.
Yeah.
This thing is like a beast. Like this character Broly, he's like huge to begin with, so I can't imagine this portal energy whatever it's the size of it. But yeah, this is I saw this the other day and I was like Broly's probably if this is quarter scale, this would be way too big, but yeah, like look at that thing, man.
Is that Dragon Ball Z stuff?
Dragon Ball Z, yep.
Oh, I don't know nothing about this stuff.
85 centimeters. Oh, and then our guy CFO visited the XM store, and you know his pictures are always on point, man. Like
Yeah, I was about to say that bike looked
Yeah.
hot, and I was like, I got that piece. I was like, dude, his pictures look crazy. It make the
Right?
bike look wow.
It pops. Even this what's this guy? War
Sick,
Machine?
War
Sick
Machine.
is selling this piece if
Right.
anybody wants it.
How much is he selling it for? Because I thought this was like 5,000 when it came out. No.
I don't know. You gotta ask him. I mean, I like this piece, but I definitely don't have no room for it. But I do love this piece. It's a good piece, man.
It's 3 boxes, right?
Yes.
We get that Rashid price if we ask Rashid, or
Oh man, I don't
look at
know.
this thing though. This is for Jarhead right here.
I like his
Yeah.
filter in his his
Yeah,
lens, man.
yeah.
The way he
That looks amazing, man. That looks awesome.
It almost looks like a painting, you know, almost, but yeah, it looks.
That's my favorite pose right there too when he's thinking.
Even though I know y'all, all of y'all are Hulk fans, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, I like
Yes.
Hulk.
I just feel that Maestro is such more of an interesting character than the Hulk because he's crazy. Like the dude is like, you know,
Well,
like, he's a
he's
villain.
he's a tyrant. He's got the brains of a like Bruce Banner, but like more evil. And
Nah, Jaden, I don't have it.
he's got a more more what's the word I'm looking for? Like more experience, and he knows what he's doing with the power he has. He's a great character.
I mean, but like because I read the book that I really respected him on was when he fought Doctor Doom. Because I was like, Doctor Doom gonna get the upper hand, and he was smart. Like he offered Doom to shake his hand, and because he was like they was talking about who was gonna be running what, So he put his hand out to shake Dr. Doom's hand. No, yeah, he offered his hand for Doom to shake it. And Dr. Doom was like, "Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not going to shake your hand." And they just started thumping. You know what I'm saying? And Doom had to get out of there because this dude is, you know, he's tactician. What you call it, tacticianist or whatever.
Tactician, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I think this piece, just the fact that it rotates, is crazy.
Yeah,
I was thinking how amazing it would be if it was automatic. You know, if it rotated automatically.
Somebody said it was. I don't think it's automatic though.
I don't think it is. Yeah,
that would be a lot of money, you know. And if that motor breaks, oh my god, that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
But even I kind of want this piece, man. You know.
So, question. So you got the XM Grails out there, right? What do you think is XM's greatest statue they've come out with?
This guy asked XM Hulkbuster.
Nah, I don't think that is. Nope.
You don't think?
Nah. Mm-mm.
You think this is the number one so far?
Their greatest statue ever?
Yeah.
Oh man.
What about the Batman on horse? That one's pretty nice.
You mean the Shogun?
Shogun? Yeah.
I mean, they've come out with so many, but I don't know, man. It's like when you think, because the Batman on bike, that bike is crazy because you were able to take the covers off of it. And right.
Okay.
Who had the? I mean, even though you got other people that made Batmans on bike, this one is.
Let's
huge.
break it down further. Then, what's the best DC and Marvel piece they came out with?
Oh, then if you say DC, I gotta say this piece right here
versus the Shogun on horse.
Yeah, this is more intricate than the Shogun. I think so.
I like the horse.
Yeah, and I got both.
Of course, you got both.
Yeah, Rashida's like.
Of course, you got both.
Well, that be because I got both.
Well, no, you don't, because you got rid of them for Star Wars only at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. You're done.
And if you say the Marvel, of course, I'm gonna go with a pot because I'm an X-Men fan. But I gotta say this one is gangster too, right here. You know, I'm surprised this one is not a favorite of people because it has so much weapons on it. You know,
I think it's the muted colors. I think.
Well, I think art says like there's different colors of like gray on it too, so it gets deeper, darker, lighter, and like there's a lot of tone to it supposedly. When you look at it in person, in pictures, it doesn't really come out. It kind of does come out right here, like his top of his head compared to all these other ones. So.
But I think when that maestro comes out, people gonna, that's what people will just might as well wait for. Let somebody buy it and then resell it cheaper, because that's probably what's gonna go. Yeah, Ghost Rider on bike is hot too.
They have so many, man. The XM Dark Phoenix.
I actually saw that one go for 2,100 2 days ago, so that's surprising. Dark Phoenix, yeah. I feel like it goes 3,000 and up.
The flame effects, man. They do amazing flame effects. That's why I like that the other statue we were talking about earlier. The one with the Fantastic Four powers.
Super Skrull.
Super Skrull.
The flame on his hand is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, this Lobo is amazing too.
So that's the 1/4 scale, ain't it, right there? Because it's got the speakers.
Yep.
And the smoke.
Jesse says that Shogun is tough, Rashid. It's hard to beat.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it is a good piece, though. It is a good piece.
They do a lot of motorcycle pieces and like riding pieces. You notice that?
Yeah, I mean, but to me, they come out well too. I mean, I love the White Knight bike and the Ghost Rider on bike. The Ghost Rider on bike is hot. This XM? Oh no,
it's XM 1/6 scale though.
Okay.
It looks good though, right? It looks like almost as good as
I
the
like
core
that
scale.
piece.
Yeah. It's those pictures, man. Freaking CFO does it again. This picture makes me want to like. I know when this came out, when XM announced it, I was like, I'm not a big fan of it. But with this picture, this looks really good.
See, I know nothing of Carnage, so I don't know.
This is like
I,
absolute carnage, I think.
Yeah, it's absolute carnage. The same thing with his the white spider on his chest. That's what happened in absolute carnage.
why is Carnage red? Because it's hair.
I think he has murder
Um,
intent or something.
Supposedly, like he's got such a strong bond with his symbiote that it like made him more powerful. And I think that's part of the reason why.
Mm.
And then one of our guys, Chris, posted this up, a bunch of Halo pieces.
Wow.
Crazy, man. But I want to go back to the good pictures. No, I'm kidding. But this is cool. Kind of in a bad way. Just like the quality, man. Look at this. Oh, and then Franco posted this up. He molded this. He did like a what's it called? A time lapse of it too. I was like, what the fuck?
Mm.
This should be a statue. Franco Carlissimo. He has a YouTube channel. If you guys didn't know, like
He has
I
a
think I
channel
got-
now?
Yeah. He did a time lapse and he showed it on his YouTube. I think it's like
Awesome.
12 minutes or something. But yeah. He did another one for Prey, the Predator, time lapse, and it's so it starts out with a mold just like this, like a regular sphere on ZBrush, and he molds it into this thing, which is it's like magic basically. Would you ever do that, Rashid? I know you're like into art. Like, do you ever do like 3D stuff?
Nah, I didn't do it. When I was in school, we were still sculpting clay, but this is before even McFarlane came out with his Spawn. So when I used to go there, I would leave out there all dusty. So I didn't take the sculpting class seriously at first, but then of course when McFarlane came out with his stuff, I was like, I should have took that shit seriously.
Yeah, that's crazy. Man. Gotham Cinnabites Terry put like another video up of a review of Hell Priest. I didn't get to see it yet. The
I had
statue.
that piece and I sold it. I got rid of it.
It's nice, man. Like
That's
he
a
has it
nice
next.
piece.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's actually a nice piece.
I can't believe they made it, but still, like it's it's really nice. Sideshow made it.
I think this is the last time Sasha was actually taking chances. You know.
It's a crazy chance, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to put. I know this is a hot toy, but this looks good.
Yep. Does.
You know, with
Yeah.
all the Batman hype and everything, it's.
Look at
Do
that.
y'all
Wow.
collect Hot Toys?
I started
starting.
doing the Mandalorian stuff. It's
What made you go to Hot Toys though? Like,
space, man. Space for me. Like
Yeah.
if I were going to go all, I would have done Iron Studios, Mandalorian, Sideshow, you know, all that stuff.
mhm.
But like, I got no space, man. Like with these hot toys, I put them on a shelf. The brown boxes I put like under my table. They're like shoe boxes. They're nothing.
For
But
me,
You know why
Rashid, it's only movie pieces.
yeah,
You know?
well, with the Hot Toys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially old school stuff because, you know, like I look at PCS got this 1/3 Rocky, right? And
Mhm.
Clubber and Apollo. I love those movies. Okay. Those movies were awesome. That's part of, I raised my kids showing them that shit.
Mhm.
They, you know, but I would love to have that in my collection. But 1/3 scale, you know,
Too big.
you know,
Right.
it's just too big. It's just too big. Now, if they came out with those pieces looking as well as those do, and they're 1/6,
Mhm.
you know, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Even if when it's something like a hot toy, even if I don't have room to display it now, that's the
Right.
kind of thing I could easily box up, rotate my collection. I'll
Right.
display these for a while, then I'll box them up and put something else out. You
Yeah.
know, for movie representation. I always wanted movie representation, but I just don't have the room. And now they you know, from what I see of these sculpts now, that they're impressive compared to what they were like 10 years
No, they
ago.
are. But you don't think that they'll take up I mean, I feel that say you started collecting Hot Toys and the size of the boxes, you eventually going to run out of space too. It's going to have a
Yeah,
thousand
but
Hot
that
Toys behind you. You know, like
well, I ain't gonna go that deep.
No, I won't go
oh,
that deep
okay.
You got
either.
me on tape saying that now too, but no, I'm not gonna, you know. But no, just like
Did they do a
I
Rocky
picked
for
up a.
Hot Toys though?
I don't know. I don't know if they did back in the day,
Okay,
but there's not one that I'm aware of now. But
gotcha.
like I picked up some shit that I know I'll never see because it's a dying out audience. Like I bought Sean Connery as James Bond.
Okay,
Okay, okay.
right,
I'm not gonna that's appealing to somebody my age. Ain't nobody people want Daniel Craig if anything.
right.
And I picked up what's his name, Marlon Brando as Vito Corleone.
Mm.
When you're gonna see Godfather piece, stuff that I won't see in statue form, and I wouldn't really have room to display anyway. So,
Man, for me, Hot Toys, like I never thought I would get into Hot Toys because I started off with statues and everything, but the space and the quality that they've like this looks like almost Prime One quality, you know? I know it's a lot smaller and everything, but man, this
yeah,
looks
yeah.
really, really good.
And I brought this up to Eddie to Money one time. I said, how come it seems that the Hot Toys people they seem to put a real emphasis on high quality pictures to show off their product.
Yeah.
And these are this isn't available right now. This is a preview, right? And yet, when our statue companies sometimes they won't do any quality photos at all. The hobbyist will take screenshots of a quick video to try and get one nice frame, or they release shit that's in darkness. But in the meantime, right here, they're showing me I could get excited over this piece. You know what I mean? Versus a dark picture.
Yeah.
That's somebody in the community like Luke will boost up the brightness and maybe now we can see it. So it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so this won't come out till like probably Q2 of next year, and yeah, these pictures sell it to me. Like I want this now because of
Yeah,
these
but
pictures.
how do you decipher which Hot Toys you're going to buy now to add in your collection? Are you going to do Star Wars or you going to do whatever you like? You know, because for me, I'm just saying for me, I once I got into statues, it's hard for me to get into Hot Toys. I like Hot Toys. I'm not saying I don't
Understood.
like Hot Toys. It's hard to get back into Hot Toys and stuff.
I think it's like what we always talk about, right? Focus. Like with statues, like it's harder because they cost more and they like take up so much space. So I come from that experience to Hot Toys. I'm trying to keep it. I'm going to keep it. I need to stop saying trying. I'm going to keep it at Mandalorian stuff. But
Okay.
Mandalorian, like it's expanding too. The next season's coming out, and I feel like I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot because season 3 is probably gonna release a bunch of characters and updated suits and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But at least I'm just gonna keep it Mandalorian at least for now.
That's
But
next month too, right? When it comes out.
yeah, it's March. Yeah, it's hard, man.
Get your wallet ready.
Like this Batman looks badass, and with like everything coming out, and I don't know if you saw this Rashid, but you can move their eyeballs on some of these Hot Toys. Like I love that
Yeah.
because sometimes you want to pose them or put them in an angle and move their eyes would be perfect.
Well, look at his the damage, the battle damage to his face. I mean, like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like Prime One almost, right? Like it looks like Prime One if you weren't,
Yeah.
no one said anything. Yeah.
I'm
Rashid, you
surprised
want to?
so many people like Batman '89, but I guess I was wrong. I never thought people would love Batman '89 like that. You know, I really wasn't a fan of it. I like Jack Nicholson, but I just wasn't a fan of the stiffy,
Yeah.
so stiff.
You see that they didn't fix his neck in the new previews. The trailer that's coming out, he's still got a stiff neck.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, yeah, his neck doesn't move
Yeah,
while he's walking around.
It's still stiff. After all these years, you'd think that he would have built a better suit.
And people like this Batmobile more than any of them. I love the Tumbler more, but people love this one better.
I like the
Yeah,
cartoon.
I like the Tumblr too.
Batmobile the best.
Yeah.
I loved the
Yeah.
tumbler because it was literally practical. That was the whole thing
Right.
about Nolan taking it and making it a
Yeah.
practical vehicle,
Well, I mean,
not
the
just
new
something
one's
that can't take
practical
a
too.
turn.
The new what was it? The muscle car.
I don't like the muscle car
Yeah,
because they remind me of the Mad Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
I didn't mind it, but I didn't like the fact that Pattinson can't drive stick. Batman doesn't know how to drive a clutch. He stalled it out. He revs it up and stalls it out. Come on, come on.
Yo,
I
does
could
Jay
stick.
Leno have this car? Does he have this car? No.
He probably does. Like that
Oh,
garage thing
I'm
he
not
has on
sure.
YouTube. It's awesome.
Yeah.
He's got an amazing collection, but I don't recall many movie pieces. He
Oh,
likes
and
the
it pops up
classics.
too. I love that.
Yo,
I want
Pudgy,
that in
have
my
you ever gone to
garage.
Barrett Jackson auto auction before?
No, and they, Meekum, the other one, Meekum auctions. They
I never
come over
seen
by
Mecum,
me.
but I
They're
know any car
yeah.
lover would love because I remember it used to come on Cape, TV, the Barrett Jackson auto auction in Scottsdale. That's
Yeah,
like
Meekum is the
Christmas.
competitor, and they do
Oh, okay.
they do it for like a week, and each day is different levels
Hmm.
of cars, and
Right.
it's dangerous because you go
Wow.
there. They have on the scene financing. They'll give you title and tags right there. You could drive the thing away. They got people who will arrange transportation for you. So if you say, no, I can't buy this car, I drove a car. Oh, we got transportation. We got trailers. You could go down there and walk away buying a car that you didn't expect to buy. It's very dangerous for me
Wow.
because they'll do payments like to 180 months for certain cars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you had to pay
yeah.
cash.
Mm. No, they
Wow.
got these on. They got on the site financing. And if
Wow.
it's a and
It
this
makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah, this is for cars that it sounds ridiculous 180 months, but you think of it this way: people will buy certain cars will qualify for that, and it's
Hmm.
cars that their value is already cemented. It's not
Right.
going anywhere but up, or staying where it is.
Right.
So they know they can lend you that money. You're going to pay that money.
Hmm.
If you default, they're going to get the car back, and they've
Right.
lost nothing.
And they
You
auction
know?
it off again.
Right, and they'll auction again. If you sell, you sell, and usually people sell because they're going to move on to a different car. They want to
Right.
flip cars and experience different cars, like statues.
Right.
So they'll do it, and you'll always have a car payment, but you're having a car payment that you got your
Right.
'69 Chevelle.
That's true.
No, it's doable.
One of our guys, Jesse, posted this up today, which I was like, dang, man, like
She got attitude. That's a good. That's a good portrait. Yeah.
Let me
yeah.
ask, do y'all think this looks like Harley Quinn though? I don't know. I've never. I know it's supposed to be Harley Quinn, but
Depends what
not
books you've read. You
even
know?
in the books. Her face looks. This Harley Quinn looks older. I guess. You know.
Yeah, she's been through some shit. She had a rough childhood.
I just felt like and I know a lot of people like it, but I just felt like this Harley Quinn just looked older. Now this face right here, she looks younger, but I mean, I guess I like the Harley Hell's on Wheels. I like that one.
Yeah.
Wheels.
The
Yeah, yeah,
sideshow
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one is like the best Harley to me.
The portrait's amazing on that one it's sideshow
Yeah.
too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And Jimmy just got this Fantastic Four one.
Oh, let me see this one. Is this one she's opened up her? Oh wait, damn.
That looks
Okay.
nice.
Would you get this one, Pudgy?
Yeah, this is nice. That looks a little anime to me. That portrait, but the other portrait I love. Yeah, it's a nice effect. Yeah.
Now, will those legs turn yellow?
I
Yes,
I have one of her that way. The whole body is clear, a Bowen, and it's over 20 years old, and it's still crystal clear.
Got you.
But
I think that
haven't seen it
yellowness
myself.
comes like if you leave it in the light or like you I've heard this before. If you if you touch it, leave the oils from your hands on the statue or on the piece, it starts spreading easily because the resin they use.
Nah,
It'll depend.
Yeah, because I think I have the what you call it from Arkham, Mr. Freeze.
Mhm.
and I just see a little bit, very tiny, of the shard turning a little yellow, a little bit inside of it. So
Do you think it's from the? You don't have any lighting downstairs. You don't have any like sunlight
sunlight?
coming in.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that's weird. I wonder what. I wonder what it is then.
I think certain statues, the mix or something that they use or something, maybe
Hmm.
you know whatever resin they're using to make it or whatever polystone.
Right.
Because I know XM had that issue with their Iceman. Some statues were starting to turn
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah, yeah.
It'll depend on the quality because I mean, with I'm familiar with like clears and painting,
Hmm.
and certain clears, if it's not a high quality clear, and depending on the batch you got,
Right.
I've used clears and then they end up yellowing and changing the color of the color underneath in a few
Hmm.
years, and then other things I've painted with certain clears, they look like the
Wow.
day I painted them 20 years ago. So
Now, is this guy making a full Fantastic Four crew, or or no?
good question.
You know Jarhead by chance?
No, I knew another group that was making the full. God, I think this is a different group though.
Because
Um,
I saw the torch. Somebody, Mr. X had the torch.
yeah, that's a different group.
Oh, okay.
So because they've made a Mr. Fantastic, they made a torch, and they made a thing already. They haven't made
Right.
a Visible Woman yet.
Got you.
This is a different group.
And freaking Justin posted this up, and I was like, yeah, man, like.
So I heard this thing has so many pieces,
Look
and
how
it's
big it is, man. It's ridiculous.
yeah. I'm so glad I'm not into Bay Transformers.
It's taking up that whole table. Didn't they make another one of these too? Wasn't there another one that had wings
Yeah,
too?
and it had stilts that hold it up. The back, the jetpack, clear stilts on it.
They're
Look
just
at
trying
that,
to
Jack.
top. They're just trying to top the last one. It's like
Yeah. I mean, you guys crazy about Bay Transformers or?
I'm not.
No, but I definitely recognize like the crazy engineering and everything behind
Yeah.
this, but I cannot. No, I
After
can't.
when I saw the first one, I was sold. I love that movie, but the rest of them, I just stopped immediately liking it after a while. But I mean, this pieces are cool. I mean, Art says this is one of his favorite statues in his collection. And I was surprised at that.
It has everything. So this is yeah. Fuck.
It's just
I,
so complex. It's like, where is he holding the guns? Is his arms the guns? You know, like how does he look? At his arms is skinny as hell, and he got them big ass guns.
Nothing wrong with skinny arms, man.
I know.
You feel self conscious over there, Steve?
Yeah.
Come on, we have a program for you. We'll get you.
Oh, there he
Join
is,
the
Justin
Church
right
of
here.
Pump.
Jet power is the poles, but jet wing is fine.
Oh, jet wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny. I like the statues more than the movies. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Luke said the Invisible Woman is the first member for the group, so
Oh,
they're going to
okay.
be making more.
Got you.
And then this came out really nice, but this is 1/3 scale, man. This is from
That's Prime One,
1.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love this scene, but oh yeah, these are the cans on the floor. Like look at the detail on the freaking cans. Like
Huge.
it's like right off a comic book too.
Yeah. At first, I almost got it because I do love the comic book, but I just feel like Frank Miller's artwork doesn't transform very well in statue form.
To statue
Well,
form, yeah.
Not for me.
That's pretty good though. I mean, it's pretty
No,
close.
it is. It
That's
is.
awesome.
But you see the Prime One Superman by itself, the
Where he's
single
walking.
yeah, man. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, his face or
Yeah,
his
that one,
portrait doesn't
yeah.
carry over too well.
Yeah.
I just like this his face in this one where he's getting punched. He got that. He's got that impression on it where the fist is hitting it, and his
Yeah.
his veins on his neck, dude. That's like crazy.
I heard this is like 36 inches wide or something like that, and it's like 32 inches tall. It's a space hogger, man.
It looked like he's spitting out Kool-Aid too. I know it's blood, but it looked like Kool-Aid.
It's Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Yeah. And then freaking Mark Books got this Boba Fett. He got it at a great price too. And yeah, look at this thing. It's a beast.
That gun's
told-
ridiculous.
I know.
It's like-
It's mythos, man. Mythos.
Nah,
It's like a gun on top of a gun on top of another gun.
he has. I forgot how many weapons Boba Fett on this statue has. He has a lot of weapons. He has, and behind him, he has about 3 lightsabers,
Yeah.
and he has like a couple of knives. And this is one of the best Boba Fett's to me ever made. So,
It's one and done for Mark. He says he got his favorite one, and I gotta agree, man. If, yeah, this is awesome.
yeah, even with the mythos, when a lot of people were saying the Gamorrean, I would say this one and the Obi-Wan, and then the Gamorrean.
Oh yeah.
But the whole first line, even the Darth Maul, I thought were all good. All of them were good.
This is the guy right here.
That's like a whole childhood right there. Go back to the other picture.
Oh, Transformers and the
Transformers, Star Wars.
That's the only thing I used to love about He-Man was Skeletor was a funny the way he would treat his henchmen, boy. Like, I never seen a dude who wanted so much power but treated his people like calling them buffoons and all types of stuff, man.
You know who does the best impression is Thor. Thor's
Yes,
the best one. Does
Just go on YouTube and just put in Skeletor, Skeletor yelling at his goons, man. It's crazy.
Do you guys remember what the other Transformer was? The Autobot version of
Blaster.
Soundwave? Blaster?
Yeah.
He was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I'll get into some memes. So remember that balloon China sent over to the US?
Now, what's the deal with that? What's the deal with that balloon? What was it? Was it a camera on the balloon?
It was a spy.
It
was a spy balloon.
A weather balloon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they used a weather balloon with solar panels on it, and Jerry rigged some computers on it, and supposedly did some spying on the.
You guys know they shot down 4 or 5 more, right? Since then.
Yeah, around Canada.
Well, they ain't said they're balloons though. They just said they were UFOs. They didn't say
UFOs, yeah.
Weird
I
objects.
don't know if you guys remember. About what was it? Almost going on 4 years. There was a NYPD Asian cop, and they say he was a spy.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
I've never heard nothing about that.
And you heard nothing about it, right? Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know where he's at. I don't know where that man is at. But he was a spy, and then he was an NYPD cop, and he was a spy. They said he was a spy. I don't know where he's at now, but
60 feet under the ground right now.
I don't know.
My friends and all our dads listening to the laser tag employee give the instructions. He's got to make ends meet somehow. Plumber work in the Mushroom Kingdom just doesn't pay the bills nowadays. Found the perfect doormat. There's no reason for you to be here.
I like that.
I didn't get this too much. Like, I guess I haven't seen the new
the new far-fetched clips for the new Fast and Furious.
Oh, is that?
It's absurd. It's fucking absurd.
I get it,
guys. Did you see the trailer for that bullshit? Fast and Furious. Oh my god!
It's like they showed you a whole movie.
Yeah, but Jason Momoa looks corny.
He looks a little whack.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you talking about a man that couldn't even hold up Conan the Barbarian. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah. He's trying to be a bad guy, but I don't know if he's gonna pull it off.
He just smiles too much, man. He just doesn't. He just looks like somebody's big brother. That's he just doesn't. Nah.
Yeah. You gotta give him a hug.
Yeah.
This one says there's nothing cooler than a casually walking away after blowing something up.
Taco Bell. There you go.
Blow that bathroom up for a little bit. This is funny. This is Philly fans to the max. So this guy says, F you, congratulations. Like
They're
Philly fans are
brothers.
the craziest fans, man.
Yo, did you see
They're,
when
they're
they had
brothers.
so many videos of them yelling at the 49ers? It was
I
going
haven't
in
seen
on
that
them
one yet.
guys. Yeah. Just
But
go
that's
on
every
YouTube.
day
They,
in Philadelphia.
yeah.
I love Philly fans though. They're funny. Help. I need a date for Valentine's Day. February 14th, baby.
There's your date right there.
Yeah.
Oh, she used to have a nice body, man. I used to watch it just to
Yeah.
watch her body. And then Worf ended up smashing it. I'm like, I was looking at this guy like, you let Worf take your girl, man? God damn.
Number one.
That fucking Klingon took your girl, man. What that Klingon stuff?
Your time off request was denied. Me on my flight.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Then where do you see yourself in 30 years? Man, I saw this and I was like, I hope so. I really do.
hunting from your hot tub. Oh, that's
this is for the wife, be safe. So I'll wear my orange cap, just to
Elmer Fudd on holiday.
Yeah. Oh, and this is cool. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, I showed like a Street Fighter concept someone did, like a whole line.
Yeah.
PCS,
Lineup, yeah.
Yeah, PCS is doing it. They're doing a rendition of it.
Blanca.
Street Fighter. It's supposed to be 1/10 though. I don't know how it's gonna look like. It's supposed to be this
That's
panel
good
right
for
here.
a big ass display though. Think of
Yeah.
one
So here's
shelf,
two
you put
characters
all
right
those
here.
guys on a shelf.
Yeah, this is gonna look
Good.
awesome.
That's makes for a nice display. That's one where you buy them and keep them in the box till you got them all. Then
Yeah. I can't do this, man. It's gonna mess with me. But Rashid, man, like Hot Toys, like
really?
closet collector,
new?
whatever.
Is this new?
Nah,
Or
I've
is
been
this
had
old?
this. I just kept
Like-
it.
10 years old, I think.
Let me tell you something. I sold it to a comic book store, and he still had it. And I said, "Why did I sell it to him?" And I bought it right back.
Buy it back. There you go. Good for you. How's the likeness on it? Is it good?
Yes, Wesley Snipes.
It's really good.
So if I ever, if I'm ever able to meet Wesley, I'm going to have him sign it.
This
Man,
goes
I'm
for
surprised
like
he didn't.
triple the price you probably pay for it, Rashid. Like
hmm
it's expensive. It's like there's like $800 right now.
And like this was out of all the Hot Toys that I saw, and this is when Hot Toys was out. This is they had the Wolverine Origins movie out, but this one I had to have. When I saw this one, I said, "Oh no, I'm buying this one right here." So
And you could tell Rashid's like a hardcore collector because this guy keeps the plastic on the box. That's cool though. Oh, and this is the picture I was telling you guys about, the dark side. You guys know this guy, right? Ronnie Stark. He has like a stupid collection. Like
Yeah,
that's the Iron Man guy, right?
Iron Man guy.
yeah. He has a crazy collection.
I
Of
mean,
Iron
what
Man.
do you guys like this dark side though?
I don't.
I like it here. This picture makes it stand out.
I like his
The rest
how
of
he
the
did the
movie.
eyes right there.
I just
But that's
don't
the
feel
only thing I
that's
like.
dark side. Like he looks like he belongs in 300. He don't look like Justice League. Nah,
Well, they also made Aquaman have black hair, so
that's true. That's true. Like I thought that suit from Aquaman was stupid.
that one right there.
Yeah, I thought they should have just had him with the tattoo showing, and that's that. Because he's like their Thor or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Except he's water and shit.
That Cyborg I've never seen. That looks really good. But yeah, look the size of freaking Dark Side. Beast, man.
What about the Captain Marvel? What's the name? Shazam. Did you guys like Shazam?
I thought it was
I haven't
alright.
seen
It was an okay movie.
It's a good family. It's a good family.
Yeah, it's
comic.
something to watch. It
Right.
ain't nothing great.
Right.
Like if I had small kids, they would enjoy it.
Take them to see it.
Yeah.
So these are all half scale. I just noticed because this Aquaman I've seen before.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the way to like display these statues, but man, look at the space.
Well,
Exactly.
He's got a whole museum right there.
yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
literally.
that Queens was coming out with a full life-size Heath Ledger Joker
Yeah,
statue.
yeah, they still are.
Oh, okay.
I think Art was gonna get that one, but yeah. Oh, did you guys see that Batman right there? I don't know if you guys could see it.
Yeah.
That Ben
He's
Affleck,
still
yeah.
in stock, I think. He's still in stock.
It was on seconds for a little bit. That's crazy, man.
Right now, I think Ben is happier. I think he would have been happy being Batman than with Jennifer Lopez right now.
He married that girl too, man. Like really quick.
You probably.
He didn't learn his lesson the first time.
I mean, you can tell in a situation like his, like he's not happy, man.
He got a taste. He got a taste and went crazy.
Oh, and this is the new Poison Ivy from Sideshow, and it's premium
Yes.
format. She looks good, man.
That looks nice,
I
right?
like that.
And even though I like my Poison Ivy green, this piece is hot. I gotta give it to him.
Yep.
It does look better than the last one. The the last one they did, that Sideshow I came out with.
The one that's coming out of the plant.
Yeah, I like this
Yeah.
one better. This one definitely. I would get this piece.
So they have the Joker coming out. They have this coming out. So the edition size on the Joker was 600. The new premium format for Joker. If this goes over 600, I'd be really surprised. Like 600 edition size.
Have you noticed that they're doing less and less exclusives with their pieces?
That too, yeah.
It's cheaper to do.
Most
But
people won't put the other, they don't switch out their pieces anyways, you know what I'm saying? So they find that one piece they like and leave it on there.
I mean, what do you guys think about this piece?
I like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. It's quarter scale. The portrait doesn't seem like it seems like Iron Studios, to be honest. Doesn't seem like a Sideshow female portrait. Like I feel like Sideshow always does female portraits, like a little bit more. What's the word?
I'm glad. Well, she has like that. She's definitely gonna f you up. She's just playing, just wants you to get near her and stuff, But
Like,
I don't know.
might
Poison
not
Ivy.
mind,
I
though.
always love Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
She's one of those chicks that just
She
bad
can mess
looking,
me
but
up, and I know it. And
she just
might
messed
be
up in
okay
her
with that.
head. She's just sexy, but messed up in the head.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm familiar with that.
Do you think they're gonna do? All right, now do you guys think they're gonna do a green variant of this, or they're gonna leave it alone?
I think they're gonna leave it alone, to be honest.
Considering she's already half and half, so it's kind of.
What's up, Mark?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Marky Mark.
Rashid, you read this guy's name?
Look at this guy's. What?
don't-
The nerve.
I don't give guys like him the time of day.
How's it going, Mark?
Good, man.
You know what this reminds me of? Y'all ever seen the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit? The
Jessica
redhead?
Rabbit. Jessica
Yeah.
Rabbit.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can see
You
that.
look
The
like
pose
her?
and everything.
Yeah.
Looks just like her.
Ooh, Arch says this is better than Hush. What? I don't know about that.
Well,
Oh,
I like the pose. I like the pose.
Oh,
If this was 1/3, I think Hush would have a run for its money.
Give it a year, Pudgy.
Sideshow.
Prime One's got that one on Throne coming out too, right?
yeah. Yep.
I don't like that one, man. That looks more animated. I didn't like that one.
Oh, what's up, Jeff? Secret Sanctuary made it. I think ES will be strong on Ivy, 1,500 or more. I don't know, man, because like the Joker, like I said, it's only 600, and Joker I feel is more popular than this character. You know?
I think
I don't know
because
if that version was a popular take though. That was like his own artistic kind of one-off version.
with that Joker,
Yeah.
I
The
think
one
We're,
where he has,
we're
like,
talking
that-
about the one with the Wolverine hair, right?
yeah.
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 The Logan.
Right.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I think if that painting that they did where he's on the black and white floor. You remember that there's a painting that he does? I think they if they would have used that. I mean, I love the way that Joker had the crowbar behind his back, but like you said,
Yeah.
changed their hair. But I think because of the way people haven't been buying like that, they may make this 1,000.
There's so many
1,000.
Joker choices. There's so many Joker choices that Joker
Right.
fans got a lot to choose, and that one
Yeah.
didn't fit the bill. There's not that many Ivy versions.
That's really only their second Joker, though, or their third sideshows. You know,
Yeah, it's their third.
Well, for them, but I mean, with all the other Jokers in the market,
Oh,
I
this
mean-
is true too. Too many Jokers are available right now. Even Pogo Stick Joker is still available on
well, no one
Sideshow.
likes that one.
Oh, so that's 4 Jokers actually. If
Yeah.
you say Pogo,
yeah.
To me, I think the Prime One Bermejo Joker is my favorite Joker.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the portraits on that one. Yeah, this is gonna be. It's gonna be.
I
I
really like
wish,
that Joker
though-
on Throne.
I wish the mouth of the plant was open wider. I mean, like a monster. Yeah, I wish it was open and stuff.
You guys don't think it will come out with an exclusive or no?
No, you can't
Yeah,
with
let's see, they would've
flesh
announced
tone.
it.
But watching Halloween, they'll have a green variant. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, I can see
Hmm.
that too. Oh, and this is what Jarhead was talking about earlier. So this is like a custom additional portrait for the Thanos on Throne.
That looks great.
So I asked the guy if I could have an extra stand. He said no. But like yeah,
You
man,
ordered this?
I ordered this, yeah. Should
Okay.
be here by the end of the month, supposedly. But this is the book it came from. So.
Damn, he's got Hulk like a dog. Look at him. He's like,
That's one of my favorite Thanos stories right there.
I
You got
forgot why
Britain in
that
here.
was him in the future or something, right? He was seeing
Yeah.
himself in the future.
It was way in the future. It was like he had
Right.
already taken over the whole universe. He killed like the majority of the people in the universe.
And he was
and
calling Thanos weak, right? The young Thanos
Yeah,
weak, or something like that.
he had his younger self went to
Right.
the future.
Yeah, this is
Really
someone
juicy.
finally got it in. So like he posted these. Oh, I'm sorry, Steve posted these pictures, and this came out better than I thought it. Like the eyes
The
definitely.
eyes,
captured
man.
them.
Yeah, the eyes are
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And
And
it
this
matches
is the stand.
the armor matches so close to the
the throne.
original statue.
Yeah. So this asshole got no kidding. I don't know how you got two and I only got one, man. That's like.
The only thing I don't like about what they do with Thanos, period, is they kind of deviate from his love of death. 'Cause
Oh,
that's where he lived. That's why I love the
Yeah.
XM Thanos with Mistress Death, because that's what he lives in. What he wants to do.
So this is like you could put the other portraits on the stand if you want.
That's hot. Are you gonna get
Yeah.
the blade, Steve?
I got the blade, man.
Oh, you do? Okay, my bad.
Yeah. I got it from our boy Luke.
Oh, okay.
I saw a stand with like one of the what's the blue stone called again?
Oh wow.
Yeah, which one's
Is that's not the
Soul?
Power Stone, right?
The Power Stone's red.
Okay. Then I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
there-
remember what the blue one was.
There's a blue stand that comes with like the Thanos on Throne. A custom group made it, but I can't find that thing. And if I find it, it's like $800, $1,000. So yeah,
I'm gonna
Luke would be a good deal.
have to hunt that portrait down later.
With
Which
this
one,
one
this one?
right here.
Yeah.
I'll ask around, man. Like I know some people were trying to get rid of their orders, so I'll ask.
the one with the light up
Was it-
eyes is still the best that you got, Steve, I think.
Oh, I forgot what company made that too.
Was that
Ethan.
was this head expensive, Steve? The King
It-
Thanos.
It was like under $200.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you get the head, you get the stand, and then like yeah, like I feel like $200 just for a stand be be cool.
Really?
Yeah. I joined this group too late.
Yeah, that's what's called. That's Tesseract. Thanks, G Vega. Tesseract.
Space Stone.
Jesse.
Uh,
Yeah. Tesseract. But yeah, here's a couple more pictures. This asshole got 3. Oh, he got 2. Okay, that's cool.
You said this asshole.
Then I asked the commissioner if I could get an
Look at
extra
these-
one. I'll pay extra. He said no.
They
Oh,
only
this-
made 20 or 28 of those.
I think it's 20. I thought it was
It's on the
50.
card.
To be honest.
It's on that card right there at the bottom.
Oh, it's 20. It's 20. I could have sworn it's
How much
50.
does Thanos on Throne usually goes for? The exclusive.
Exclusive, you could find it for like under 1800.
Wow.
You don't got this one, Rashid?
I sold mine.
I
I
sold
got the-
mine too.
I got the XM. I love the XM more.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. That one looks nice too.
Steve, you need an extra gauntlet. Just saying.
I know. I'm waiting for you, Mark. This is the one, right, Rashid?
Yeah. I love the gauntlet on this one.
Yeah. Mark
the
has
lady.
extra gauntlet. Yeah.
And the lady.
Did you have
Death.
the one with the power
Came
effects?
Say
too?
again?
Did you have the one with the power effects on his hands?
It comes with a remote control.
No, there's
No,
like
no.
purple power effects that come around the gauntlet.
It was a
Yeah,
switch
no.
out.
Yeah, it comes with a remote control. Oh, you talking about the exclusive you're talking about, right? With the
With the
energy ball?
hands had
Yeah.
power
I
orbs
never
around them.
I
Gotta
never
get
even
Lady
took those
Death
out.
to get that
never
one.
Took those out to because I just like the gauntlet. I didn't care for that Powerball shit.
Yeah, Luke definitely hooked me up with this sword, man. Like I was looking for that for like a year, almost 2 years. But yeah, it's a cool piece. And our guy Steven got this Superman. He says in person it's way better. Like the pictures don't do it justice. He says like the portraits always get made fun of, but he loves it.
As long as he loves it. I know
Yeah, that's all that
for-
matters.
He is a Superman fan.
That Chris he got hard to get that Christopher Reeve one from Sideshow, boy. So he has to be a Superman fan. Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah.
He has
That's
to be
funny,
a
is-
Superman fan.
In that photo, it doesn't look bad.
It
Nah, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that call to justice. What's that right there?
Call to action.
Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice
I like that
classic.
piece too. I've
Yeah.
always thought about
You know, Brenton got this for free from Sideshow, Rashid.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come?
He entered a raffle and he won a raffle or something.
Wow.
One of those online contests.
This is on
Oh, yeah.
seconds all the time too.
Yep. But yeah, he definitely loves Superman.
The character.
Oh, I posted this up because I love the effect this guy took when he took the picture of. Like, it shows Yoda using his hand, using the Force on the trooper.
Mhm.
You can't get that in statues, I think. It looks badass.
I used to do this all the time with my GI Joes too.
How dare you? So this originally cost $180. It's sold out and it's going for like $300, $400. And this thing is like 4 inches tall or 3 inches tall.
Why does it go for so much?
It's sold out, man. Yeah.
Just wait for the reissue, right?
Oh yeah.
Wait till
yeah.
wait till the Agatha Harkness sells out.
Yeah. And yeah, man. Some guys are lucky. Look at this thing. This is Valentine's Day for us right here.
That's it.
Yeah, I just put a bouquet of flowers right here, then throw it away.
Roses
and
are
then-
red. Hulkbusters too.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I know they're two different one's a movie and one is comic book, which Hulkbuster do you like better, the XM one or this one?
XM.
I like
Yeah,
this one more for
I
some
like
reason.
XM.
You
I
think you
the-
like it
I
because
the
it's
pose of
modern?
XM, and I like the paint better.
I just like I'm not crazy for the XM Hulkbuster like everybody else. I don't know why. I like how this one looks though.
You know, like this one comes with like a switch up hand. It's like a little.
Mhm.
It's
No,
this
Fatal
is
has
quarter
this.
scale too. He has this Fatal.
Yeah, he don't. He gets stuff and he don't even let. He doesn't even show people a lot of stuff. He showed me when he got it. It can't, it comes in that black crate,
Yeah,
and he hasn't done an unboxing. He was supposed to have done an unboxing last week, but he didn't.
slacking, man.
Yeah.
This is you can't unbox this though, man. I seen a bunch of unboxings. It takes like 3 days to unbox this thing. It's heavy. But this is all Queen Studios, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They could do metal really, really like clean. Looks like metal.
I was hoping that Art was gonna let them have display the life size Hulkbuster in his gallery just for promotional, But he said it's too big.
I think we could make that happen, man. We could just start a movement, like hook up
Nah,
art.
he ain't doing that. He said he's not even doing that.
We should like surprise them and drop it off with some cranes. Oh, here's the Hot Toys Hulkbuster. The little baby. And man, and that's 143 pictures tonight. It's crazy, man. We have like half the crew here and we made it to 2 hours and a half. Like that's time goes too fast.
Yeah.
Indeed. I'll be back.
But Jarhead, we're still doing that unboxing tomorrow, right? You just gotta choose this. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Hotel unboxing. Nice.
That Omega Red?
Yeah, I've got Omega Red and I got a custom Magneto.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
You pick one yet, Jarhead, or what's up?
The Mega Red, man. Mega Red is, to me, the best.
I don't know.
If you break one, Rashid will buy from you.
Oh, don't even say that. Don't even say that.
Yeah, don't jinx them, man.
I'm kidding.
That's horrible.
Dang, everyone's taking that seriously.
You know what's funny though? On
hurt.
XM's booklets, I mean the ones I guess they don't give out booklets in their instruction manuals, but they put use glue if something gets damaged. They put it in their instruction manuals. So like everybody in this hobby should have at least some Gorilla Glue laying around because some of these pieces are going to break off eventually. Or they may chip off, so you should keep some Gorilla Glue around. Just my opinion.
This is what I use, man. So this is what the doctor of the East Coast.
That's
Lock
right?
it, super glue. Yeah, that's what he's had to use. This is
I
the
got the
best
same stuff. Yeah.
Loctite.
You think that's better than? You think that's better? Because I used to use that too. You think that's better than Gorilla Glue?
Well, he helped me do it on like one of the magnets was reversed, so he took it out and he put this on it, and it's easy. He let me do it. It's easy because it has like a.
That's got a nice dispenser. They're all.
Yeah. So you could evenly like dispense it out.
Right.
And he says like it dries up within like 5 minutes too, so you don't have to like worry too much about it, like waiting around or anything. But this is what he recommended. I've used it once, but yeah, just like you said, keep it in hand, just in case. Ultra liquid. But I got this at Home Depot if anyone's interested. Like it's $4, $3. But yeah, I keep that, and I keep my tape measure and my knife and stuff like that around. But Jarhead, tomorrow I'll see you. Start working out, man. Like, no kidding.
Yeah, I'm not the one with the small arms, my friend.
Oh, all right.
I mean, well, if you look at MMA, Jarhead, I've seen some small dudes beat some big dudes, man. Don't sleep.
I'm not one of them dudes.
Here we go.
I'm not one of them dudes.
How tall are you, Jarhead?
I'm 5'7".
Oh, okay, 5'7". How tall are you, C?
5'9".
He's 4'7".
4'7". You bet me. I'm not 4'7".
Come on,
But I'm taller than Jarhead, though.
Did I ever tell you a story how when I met Steve, I was walking down in the Comic-Con in New York, and I was looking for him, and I felt somebody knock on my shoulder, like.
I need a clip for
I
this.
turned around, and there was nobody there. I looked down, and whose kid is this?
Yeah.
I could do that.
All right, wait. Last thing.
Oh man. Well, tomorrow we'll do an unboxing with Jarhead and Rashid, man. Like, you want to be there to help Jarhead?
What time are y'all doing it though? Because I'm working tomorrow. What time y'all doing it?
Probably around 8 o'clock our time, like 8
Oh
p.m.
yeah,
Eastern time.
just send me a link. You know, hopefully.
All right. Well, Rashid, you got anything else coming in? Like any retirement stuff coming in?
Nah, I'm telling you, I'm about to call it quits, man. I'm like kind of done with this. I ordered the. I'm not gonna lie, I ordered the ECC Unkillable. So my most anticipated pieces of this year is just the blade and the Unkillable. That's it. You know.
Yeah, you've been talking about that Unkillable forever, so yeah, I can't wait to get
Because
that thing.
ECC, I didn't like the other stuff that they was doing with the Cyclops and other. So, like Steve Wayne really went back to the creature stuff. So, you know,
I don't think I've ever seen that movie. What's that movie? What's the movie from? What is that?
Nah, it's just a concept that he made. But if you look at the statue, it's a zombie that's regenerating. If you just watch it, all the liquid is growing and it's regenerating itself. So
I think we showed the pictures last week. I'll try to get them up really quick. Yeah. All right. Matt, I'm sorry. Mark, how about you, man? You got anything coming in? I mean, you got that freaking Boba Fett. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Nah, not really, man. I'm on the retired train. There's only a couple things I might get, but slowing down for the most part.
Retirement's
here.
It's on the horizon.
The companies already know people are slowing down, so the pieces are gonna be there. That Rogue that you got behind you, Steve, is still available.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like that's been around forever too. Feels like.
You see that stuff. See, it's growing around the pipe. The last picture you showed. Yeah, see, it's growing. So it's basically regenerating itself. It's not dying.
Saw that dude on the D train once. After a fucking Yankee game, I think.
Oh man.
That was good.
Pretty gross. Look at that. That's well done.
So did you already order this and you're just waiting for it to ship?
Yeah, you order because they have this thing called early bird price. So if you don't order it before I think the 24th, then the price is $300 more. I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is supposed to be like Unkillable Part 1. So he's probably gonna make another one. But not a reissue. He's gonna make something different.
Right. Yeah, ECC is like a collector's company. Like you don't have to worry about them like reissuing or doing a variant. Like they'll do a small edition run and that's it, man. You won't see it again, and everything goes up on price for them.
This is a $2.99 edition size.
It's crazy detailed. I love the eyes on this thing.
It's glass eyes and a resin.
Oh.
I mean, it's not for everybody's collection, but
Dang.
They did
I wouldn't want to wake up in the middle of the night to go grab something to drink real fast.
Yeah, gotta take a piss. What the hell?
That's cool. Pudgy, how about you? You got any pictures coming along on Pudgy's Polystone Pics?
Nothing recently. I got one little 1/10 Iron Studios piece that I got into. I gotta take some pictures of. But no, nothing else. Nothing lately.
Okay. Well, I want to give everyone else back their time. I know we usually end this show like around midnight, so one more hour with the lady or one, whatever. But thank you guys again for showing up, joining tonight. Happy Valentine's Day! Like you guys still have like an hour to go find a lady friend, and yeah. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next week. 3-day weekend too, so Peace. I'll see you guys.
Peace.